Here we go. Hello. I don't get notifications from TikTok for you anymore. Thank God Facebook lets me know you're on. Facebook? For real? Am I reading that wrong? Congrats on hitting 10K on YouTube. Thank you. For those that are not getting on TikTok, usually it comes through after a minute. TikTok's kind of a delayed. I literally just clicked go live like a minute ago. So I always just check TikTok at 9:30. That's probably a safe bet. Sometimes I'm a little late. Sometimes I try to go earlier. Try my best to do between 8 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I try to go live. Thank God I don't have TikTok. You know what? That's probably true, Magnum. TikTok's honestly, it's awful. Sorry, I meant YouTube. Oh, okay, I got you. I was just kind of thinking like, hello, baby. I was kind of thinking like, do I have something set up on Facebook? I'm confused here. No, I got you. That's fair. I will start to add on going live on Instagram as well with Facebook. The only reason I'm doing YouTube and X right now is because I wanted to get the whole 16:9 down first, and obviously YouTube and X streaming those. So I'll yeah. Any confirmed debates lined up? Yeah, so kind of. I actually just got reached out to. I saw the message just before I went live. This is going to be funny, you guys. You guys ready for this? So for those that have been following me for a while, they know at SAS, not AmFest, but the other TPUSA event back in June 2025. I think it was June, July? No, I think it was June. Student Action Summit was what it was called. I saw Myron Gaines there. Asked him to debate me. Actually, you know what? I'll just play the video right now. Maybe it'll be easier that way. Well, you guys can all see it. Apostate Prophet and David Wood made a live watching your debate with Sneako. I know. I went up on that live at the end. All right. We are live on X right now. Let's see. This is actually starting to make its rounds again. This was my debate with... Oh, sorry. Let me... What is happening right now? Here we go. There we go. Let's make that bigger for you guys. I really need to make my sources different for like each website so I don't have to keep making it bigger or smaller each time. Anyways, this is starting to go kind of viral again. My debate with the Groiper, I can't remember his name. I think his name was Jeb something. If you guys want, that's on my YouTube as well. It was back at AmFest, so this is from a few months ago. AmFest was what, December? Yeah. So people, I think, saw my Sneako debate, and then people just kind of went and was like, oh, I'm going to go watch more of his stuff. And so Melissa Tate ended up sharing this. But that's not what I want to show you guys. Again, for those that don't know, Sneako blocked me. Is that sad? I don't know why. I don't know. Was it something I said? I don't get why. According to his, not even all his followers, most of his followers know. But according to a few of his followers, he, absolutely demolished me. So I don't know why he would block me. That's kind of weird. Gator Downplay says his real name isn't Myron. That's true. It's Amru Foodle. Yeah, that's true. His real name isn't Myron. Anyways, Sorry, I'm yapping, you guys. I have it up here somewhere. I know I just recently posted it. No, that's not it. This is piece of shit CNN. Do you guys see this video? Where they're just like, oh, I'm in Iran and there's coffee here and everything looks fine. Whatever, anyways.
Did
Chat.
you see Tal on CNN calling CNN out?
No, I didn't. We'll check that out.
Amazing. You should look that up.
For those that are new to my channel, just understand that sometimes I do go off on rambles a little bit. I'll be like, yeah, I want to show you guys something, and then here it is. So I made this joke where somebody told me, Nick Matau, can you please do Myron Gaines next? Actually, if you could, just go through all the podcast bros. That would be great. And I put a little picture right here of Myron with Sneako added on because I asked Myron, and I already asked him if he wanted to debate, and he ran for me in person. This is that video here.
Myron, hey, my name is Nick Mattel. Would you be willing, I do Zionist Lives on TikTok, would you be willing to do a one-on-one debate? I know you talk about Israel-Palestine stuff. I know you talk about other stuff too. Not disrespectful. Just want to know.
You're reporting right now.
Because I just want to see.
See, I wasn't disrespectful, so he can't say that. But you know what's kind of funny is he got upset at me recording as if the guy doesn't. He's not, as if he's not a content creator. Like, I can understand someone coming up in your face being disrespectful with the camera and stuff like that. Sure, but like, dude, you're a content creator. What do you mean? No, you're recording. What
You say?
That's interesting.
I'll turn it off. You want me to turn it off?
I mean,
Yeah. So you guys don't believe what just happened. So I saw Myron Gaines walking out of the bathroom here at Turning Point USA. Thought he looked familiar, but he wasn't wearing his badge. And so I go up to him. I was like, you look very familiar. And he saw my shirt, and he immediately goes, you're confusing me with someone else. I'm like, all right. You know, people look like each other, so I let it go. But then all of a sudden, he's taking pictures of people. Go up to somebody, took a picture with them. I said, who's that? I'm like, Myron Gaines. I was like, that's what I thought. So I found him again. You guys saw what happened. I turned the camera off because I want to be respectful. Fine. Okay, I think it's weird that he finds that weird. Okay. But I'll let you guys know exactly what happened. He tried to skate out of it. He said, well, I'm not on that social. It's like, okay. About Instagram. X. And he's like, I'm not really on those. Which is not really true.
All right, I'm just yapping, but long story short, I mean, he says he's not on these socials. He is on all of these socials. Long story short, he said to me, yeah, I'll check out your YouTube, because he finally had to admit he was on a social. And I said, yeah, I kind of go on YouTube. I post all my live debates. I have a YouTube. He's like, I'll take a look at some of your debates, and, I'll get back to you. Never got back to me. Anyways, so today I looked at my Instagram messages, and I have a message from, what's that guy's name? Not Myron, but the guy that hosts with Myron on the Fresh and Fit podcast, Walter Weeks. Walter Weeks messages me, and all he says is, let's do a podcast, bro. I didn't message back yet, because I'm going to essentially be like, in what way? What do you mean? Like, am I going on your insane podcast where you guys talk about how Hitler's great and all this weird shit about Mein Kampf and, I don't know, the Holocaust never happened? It's kind of like, I'll do an independent, like, I'll debate you guys. I'll debate any of you guys. In fact, I'm the one that literally was the one that asked you to debate, and you ran away. And now all of a sudden you see me clown your boy, Sneako, where you guys talk about doing dudes together. I don't know, whatever. You guys see that video of Sneako and Myron, where Myron talks about how you don't really need women in life and you can get pleasures in life from men? Whatever that means. Anyways, and Sneako, even Sneako, the guy that admits to watching gay porn and used to pose for a gay magazine and talked about watching dudes twerk glitter off their backs. Again, I'm not making any of this up, literally. Even he was looking at the camera like, what the hell is Myron talking about? Anyways, so Myron, this is my guess. Either this Walter guy, whatever his name is, his co-host, either just is doing this without talking to Myron, or Myron just saw his boy get clowned, and so now he's like, oh, you want to come onto our podcast? Look, their podcast is huge, and those guys, I ain't gonna lie, they are filthy rich. Good for them, I guess. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. As for that, to answer the other question about do I have any other debates lined up, I know Kenny Ko wants to debate. Maybe I told him I would like to debate 2 versus 1 because I think they are not at my intelligence level, because it was going to be Jake Shields and him. Jake Shields cried and backed out, and Jake Shields is like this guy that loves to ask people, oh, you want to debate, bro? You want to debate, bro? And then when people say no, he goes on X and he's like, yeah, these people don't want to debate me. But then when people say yes, he kind of finds ways to get out of it. I have a lot of people talking to me in the industry that have pretty much all been saying that. Okay, I see it. One sec. Sorry, 1 second. Thank you for the super chat, Adaptive A Guile. I appreciate that. Hold on, you guys. I'm getting a message real quick. Nikki, answer your message. Oh, Kosha. I read that really wrong. Kosha Dills. Yeah, me and Kosha are friends. We talk. He's in the chat. What's up, Kosha? You got punched in New York? Johnny Cohen, I see. My bad. I see your comments. Dave Smith, Myron Gaines, Owen Schroyer. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Chris Vickinson, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Look, I'll debate anyone. I just don't know if I will do it on the Fresh and Fit podcast. But if they want to go online, or they want to have some kind of neutral setting, or if I go to the podcast and there's some kind of like understanding of, how do I say this?
I asked some of our friends what they thought about it. They thought it was probably a good opportunity. I thought it wouldn't be, but I don't know. Consider it.
I think all these people need to be put in their place. All right. Let's let up some people for now, and then we'll watch some extra videos. Yes, Taupe, go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna offer you a spot on that side show where they just attack Sneeko. It's a bunch of doofuses. Don't go on that one, but say you want to go on Fresh and Fit and debate. That's a good opportunity for you.
He has another show?
Oh, it's so garbage. It's like with that numerology guy, and they just literally scream. It's literally a joke.
You know, it's insane.
They like scream at each other.
How you guys all know all this stuff, and I should probably know it. But I don't. That's why I love that's why I just want to give a shout out to the community and those in the chat, whether you're new or you've been following me for years. You guys really do help me out a lot, because
Hey, you're welcome.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm gonna be real. So he has
Walter hates Sneeko, and they have another sideshow where they just pretty much just attack Sneeko for 2 hours.
That's making a little bit more sense to me then, because
So he probably wants to bring you on because you just bodied Sneeko. I doubt.
So they want to make friends with Nick? I don't know about that.
It's not Myron. Myron and Fresh are really just not really even doing their own thing. They're kind of just doing their own things now. Occasionally they have their little Fresh and Fit show, but Myron's mostly doing his own political discussion on his own channel. Fresh is working with this like Jewish numerology guy. He's a weirdo. And this other Dom Lucre guy. They're really trying to stay away from the anti-Israel stuff because they just really love sponsorships and all that. Like Walter just loves going to the club and buying cars, so he knows. Talking bad about Israel and Zionism is like not really good for that when it comes to like sponsorships and stuff.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't know maybe that Walter was a little different, so maybe I'll look a little bit more into it then. Fair enough. But I hear what you're saying about. I don't know what the new show is, but I hear what you're saying about. It's just dumb and just a bunch of.
They're jesters. Like once you see Gary GG33, once you see any of his content, you'll be like, oh, okay, I want no part of this guy. He's just like a screaming Jewish guy. He's insane, and it's not like the type of Jewish people you like. He's like anti-Israel. He's weird. And like, he's a freak show. Numerologist.
Real quick, thank you, Justin Goldberg, 7115. for the super chat. As a Jew, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you do. Hashem has a special and unique plan for you, full of success and happiness. Thank you. I really love that message. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
But yeah, maybe just tell him you'll call into that sideshow and tell him you want to debate Myron. That'd be a good clip. But other than that, don't fly out there for that sideshow shit. Say fresh and fit. Like, Myron will give you a real debate. Like, he won't, like, he might use, like, you know, shitty tactics or whatever, but he'll let you speak and, like, give you time. You can
That's
watch the
true.
Destiny
You know
debate.
what? I'll give you that. I haven't seen Myron debate a lot, but I watched him debate in real time Destiny, and I will say that's true. He wasn't like Sneako's crash out level. He definitely gave time to speak. Of course, Destiny was absolutely slaughtering him, and I'm not really a fan of Destiny, to be honest with you, but compared to Amru Foodle, Myron Gaines, that's Amru Foodle's his real name for those that don't know. Yeah, obviously Destiny is a significantly better debater, and so I'll give Amru that. He definitely gave the time to speak. He wasn't like just crashing out. But anyways, I appreciate it, Tope. Thank you, man.
All right, good luck.
God bless. Peace. Bye. Sorry if I dropped you too early. Okay, some of you in the chat on YouTube, gosh, I wish I can really fix this so it's just done forever. I don't know if it's just a couple people. Some people are saying my voice is a little quiet. Is my voice quiet on TikTok? And for those on YouTube, is it quiet?
On TikTok, you seem fine.
Okay. TikTok's fine. Okay. Just gotta check out YouTube then. I hear you good on YouTube. Okay, maybe it was just a couple people. I hear it fine. No, sounds good on YouTube. Okay, maybe it was just I just saw 1 or 2 comments of people saying it was a little quiet. So, someone dropped the Discord. Yeah, I got you guys.
Like the live, everybody. Everyone on TikTok, like the live, share it.
you gotta say TikTok now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I want to let me get a new Discord link. YouTube has a little delay from TikTok. That's fine. Well, as long as my lips are fine on YouTube. You just mean like if you go to YouTube, you're like a minute behind. That's fine because it's the same thing in the end. Just want to make sure everything's nice and
All TikToks, like, don't forget about us little guys.
new number.
TikTok,
who
y'all
dis?
come first, okay? Y'all have been here from the beginning.
All right.
It's true.
I'm quitting TikTok, honestly. Not just kidding. TikTok, the only thing keeping me on TikTok, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The only thing keeping me on TikTok is the live studio. I really like how it does. Now that I'm getting into YouTube, though, there are things about YouTube Live that are really cool that TikTok Live doesn't have, but TikTok is dead. They are not giving any love to creators. It's so weird. Instagram, Meta, whatever, YouTube, everything. They are totally fair to creators. TikTok, it's hit or miss. It's so weird. It's like sometimes I make some bullshit little dumb video real quick and it gets maybe hundreds of thousands of views, and then sometimes I'll get a video where it goes viral everywhere else, and on TikTok it's just kind of like meh. And then like today I post one of the Sneeko videos on TikTok on the live account, right, where I post my clips of, you know, live events, and it hits one of them, get a restriction, doesn't let me appeal at all. You know what it hits it for? Unoriginal content. I'm like, how the hell is it unoriginal? It's literally original. It's my content. I edited it. I'm the one that I recorded it. It's insane. Yeah, screw TikTok. But I won't leave you guys behind on the lives. I'll continue to go on TikTok Live because my TikTok Live community's been with me forever. So I love you guys. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I needed to get the Discord link. Got you guys. Let's go ahead and make this a permanent link so it never expires. Generate new link. Copy. Let's see if I can put it up on the YouTube. Oh, I can. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Oh. Okay. All right. I think that kind of works. Oh, nope. Didn't like that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Let's just put that. I'll keep it up there for now. You guys see that on YouTube and X? That's the Discord link. Probably should have just like made a Discord link, but you can probably just take a screenshot and then copy paste it.
We have to make you a link tree or like a QR code or something. People could just.
And then in TikTok, I'm gonna
Get
put
to
it in
wherever.
the. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I have a link tree already, and I think the Discord's already in there, but
Hi, Blue.
whatever. We'll figure it out. Anyways, a couple of super chats. Thank you, Deadman Sid. What? Gosh, this is gonna get clipped. And I'm gonna be like, look, this Nick guy's fucking stupid. I have no idea what symbol that is. But anyways, love your love your takes, refreshing views. Anyways, my question to you is: are you in Aphantasic? Again, I'm being really dumb right now. While I grab that, thank you also to IMPV1SE. You're doing the Lord's work. Thank you.
Baby, what's up? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sending it back. Aphantasic doesn't seem like that's really. There's the term aphantasic describes an individual. Oh, aphantasia. Okay, got it. You experience aphantasia, a neurological variation characterized by the inability to voluntarily create mental images in their mind's eye. People with aphantasia can still think, remember facts, and be creative, but their internal mental process rely on non-visual strategies like words, concepts, and other senses. That's actually pretty interesting. I don't think I have that. If it means it in a literal sense, yeah, I can create an image in my mind, but I do like that more. To the TikTok chat, the link was in the chat. I'll send it again right there. Or you can see it on X or YouTube, wherever you're coming from. Thank you so much, Brendan, for the super chat. You wiped Sneeko clean. Nice going. I'm subbed. Thanks. Appreciate you. I study aphantasia. Oh, nice. All right, you guys. Let's see if we have some guests now. I mean, we do have some guests. Let's let them up. Lag between TikTok and YouTube is huge. That's crazy. Oh, well. It'll be the same thing. They'll just have to get it later.
Hello?
Hello, one second, David. I'm trying to see if this other person's going to connect. Doesn't look like they're connecting. Let me answer this question real quick because I think it's a good question, and then I'm going to focus on you guys. So if you're in the chat, I might not see you. But the guy says, do you prefer debates where anyone can talk at any time, or is it advantage time? I prefer if anyone can talk at any time. I prefer raw debates. I don't even like moderators. However, that's only if we can have an understanding that we're both adults, and that we aren't gonna, like, you know, take that as an advantage to interrupt each other consistently. I get there's gonna be a little bit. It happens. I do it to them. They do it to me. But I'm saying as long as that understanding is there, I prefer that. If it can't be there at all, then sure, I would go with the other option. Thank you for the super chat, Rabbi Moshe Greenwald. Thanks, Rabbi. Nick, you are a true warrior and gift. I have been listening to all of your YouTube debates for over 2 years now. Wow. What a warrior. That's insane. Some of these debates, you guys, you got to understand, on YouTube are like 4 hours long. So if he's been listening to even a portion of those for 2 years, that's insane. Have told and have told many others to follow you. I am Rabbi of Chabad of DTLA. Hey, you know what? Shout out to Chabad. What a great organization. Would love to take the newlyweds to dinner. I appreciate that, Rabbi. You guys, real quick, shout out to Chabad. They're going through, you know what? It's a rough time, but it's also, I want to say there's a blessing behind it. Tucker Carlson's insane attack on one of the just greatest lights of any community out there. Chabad has, before I even knew what a Chabad was, before I could even tell you the times of Shabbat or any of that stuff, Chabad helped me out when I was in the military, stationed in Hawaii. And I made it very clear because they're like, oh, we're about to close out for Shabbat. And I was like, I'll see myself out. I just came in because I saw you guys were open. But I'm not Jewish, so I'll let you guys do your thing. And they're like, what are you talking about? We're inviting you. Fed me. The rabbi there took down my number, thanked me for my service, said if I ever needed anything, just ask. Absolutely incredible organization. But the blessing is a lot of people have been donating to Chabad because of it, because of what Tucker said. So I don't know, maybe there's something to see there. David, 2416, go ahead, man. What's on your mind?
Hello. I am from Israel. I wanna ask, what do you think about the paid protesters? Not just in the USA, but also here in Israel.
I disagree with them. I mean, it's just, yeah, I know there are paid protesters who really serve a very huge agenda, and yeah, that's it. I think very little of them.
No, I'm asking, like, what do you think about being paid? Like, what do you think they're being paid by? Like, aside from Qatar or China, or like, what specific?
I don't think it's ever going to be directly China or Qatar. I think what it is, it's a lot of there's a lot of separate smaller organizations that are a lot of left-wing organizations. It could be pro, you know, if you guys want to learn more about like the Muslim Brotherhood's hold on America and the especially education institutions, you guys should read into what's called the 100-year plan. But it's never going to be like a direct thing. But honestly, David, it's hard to answer the question because I think a lot of people have that kind of agenda. I'm not going to say, oh, it's this country or this country. Even in America, there's a lot of leftists that are paid by groups like Act Blue and whatnot.
Thanks for answering. I want to also ask one last question. What do we need to do to try to counter protests like this, or the intent to have protests like this, of being paid without having the intent of really defending the side they are actually defending in the protest?
The best way to counter it, just keep doing truth. I think makes its rounds. I think you just keep doing what you need to do. Just keep. Here's my thing. You don't need to always necessarily just prove you're the good guy. Just go be the good guy. Truth will, trends die out. Truth will prevail. Truth takes longer. I don't think there's something you can do to counter it. Yeah, I mean, of course you can literally counter protest. You can do that, but I think actions speak a lot more than virtue signaling.
Thank you. I'll drop out, and thank you for being with Israel and, of course, America and Western culture. I believe it's a superior culture, and thank you for speaking the truth.
Facts. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
I do not know how to drop,
I got you.
So please.
I got you.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good one. Namo, go ahead.
I have a question regarding Chabad.
Sure.
And also there are some people in the chat talking shit about you, by the way. I think they're sneako bots. But I have a problem with Chabad, and I don't know how you're supposed to address it. But they serve a cold schnitzel there, and that is a very unacceptable thing. So I don't, how do you address it? They serve cold schnitzel at Chabad.
Cold
which is
schnitzel.
Yeah, it's unacceptable.
Look, man, the Chabad where I'm at, the food was not cold where I went, but that I agree with you. That is very unacceptable. Schnitzel is amazing. I
also went to one of their restaurants, and their shawarma was very dry. So I think I'm on
Thank you,
Tucker's side
Key
here.
Lime.
You know what? You have to get the Mizrahi or Sephardic Jews to maybe make the food.
Yeah. I actually came up here because I just wanted to tell you, Dur, I think I saw 3 people talking shit about you regarding the Sneeko debate. So
You got
maybe
me,
you
bro.
want to invite
No.
them up or something.
Yeah, if they want to come up, they can come up, but don't worry about. They're just adding to the viewership. It's fine. Let them have their fun.
Yeah,
It's
yo,
all good.
whoever's in the chat right now talking shit about him debating Sneeko, if you didn't watch it 2 hours, shut the fuck up, or else come up here. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's
You
all
can
good.
kick me out now.
I got you. Bye.
But
I love you, Key Lime.
Shoshana,
Hi. Hi, how are you?
good. Can't complain.
Oh, good.
Hi,
Yeah,
Shoshana.
hey, beautiful. How are you?
How are you?
Hello, Nick. I
Your wife
appreciate
is
you
my
from Israel.
favorite. Your wife is my absolute favorite. She's brilliant and beautiful, and you guys make a great couple. You're
She
awesome.
is.
My
She's
love. Thank
amazing.
you so much.
Yes. I just wanted to do, I don't know, a shout out to Rabbi Vigler, the Chabad rabbi in New York City. If you're in New York City and you get a chance to go to anything Rabbi Vigler does, he's really phenomenal. And I just want to speak up because, they're taking so much crap. And also, he has an organization called Belev Achad. Are you familiar with it, Nick? Okay, Belev Achad supports Israeli soldiers who became disabled during the wars, and he flies them to New York. They do all kinds of things for them. We raise money for them. They have like motorcycle rides for them because my husband rides motorcycles. It's great. So, and there's young people. I think it's something that people, if you're interested in Chabad, that's a good place to start. And I think people should be because it's awesome. Do you know it, Daniel?
I don't. I have not. Nope. Not
Nope.
familiar, but we'll
You know who
look into
does?
it.
No, who doesn't know? Rabbi Litt. He knows Rabbi Vigler. And I think he's familiar with Belev Achad, which is it's a great organization. So
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm pretty sure every Chabad rabbi knows each other.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, according to, I guess, Tucker Carlson, that'd be a very suspicious and terrible thing.
I remember once I brought up to Chabad, that's nowhere near where where Rabbi Litvin is. And I was like telling him, I was like, oh yeah, I know this guy Rabbi Litvin. I speak with him a lot. He's with Chabad, and this Chabad rabbi, who, again, nowhere near that, was like, oh, tell him I really loved his speech, blah blah blah. And I'm like, you guys just all know each other? I think they do.
Well, they do. I mean, they're all doing the same thing, but I don't know. The first one I ever saw was Rabbi Vigler. It was like, God,
Sure.
15 years ago.
Sure. Yosemite, thank you for the super chat. Nick, schedule debate with Nick Fuentes, please. Sure. Yeah, no problem. Just anyone
Alright,
give me
how
his
do I-
number or something.
How do I drop? I don't know.
I
how
got
to
you,
drop.
Shoshana.
Thank
Ethan, go
you,
ahead and
Nick.
unmute. I had to mute you.
Hello,
'cause-
bro. I appreciate your content.
Thank you.
I'm joined you a long time ago. I may have suspended my account. I may have question. What do you think about the war in Israel, Iran, and the USA? What do you think about this? Is needs to finish the war or continue? I'm living in Israel. I'm everyday alarm. It's my country. I know.
I think we need to pull through and finish this.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would. Not to be mean, but I don't think anyone would answer otherwise. Of course, yeah, finish it. Wouldn't that always be the right answer?
Okay. I'm living in Israel. Listen, I'm everyday alarm. I wake up to 6 a.m. I wake up to 1 a.m. I feel bad. I like Israel. I'm living in my country. I like my country. I respect my time. I appreciate myself. I wake up. I know what I feel bad about the Iran. Attack Israel every time. I'm sorry, my English bad.
That's okay.
It's
I
every
really
day
appreciate
bomb.
it.
Attack my city. Attack my city, another city, my country. I feel bad. I appreciate President Trump. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody like to support Israel. Every time I'm watching you and the side tell me I love Nick Mateo, I respect you. I respect from Israel. I wake up to 6 a.m. I appreciate you. Sorry, my English bad.
Thank
I
you.
wake up
That's okay. Thank you
couple
so
minutes ago.
Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you can get some rest. Okay.
The super fan is my appreciate your content.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
תודה.
And Alma, have a good one.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Yeah, it sucks that Israelis have to run into bomb shelters, obviously, but it's a sacrifice we have to make. This is what we have to do.
Thank you for the super chat, Enoch. What do you make of the perceived supposition that Hashem is indifferent if Gentiles dishonor their parents? I contrive from revamped Noahide theology. I mean, yeah, technically that's separate from the Noahide laws. However, it would go even within the rabbinical teachings and stuff that that is something that you should definitely do regardless, Gentile or Jewish. So what do I perceive of it? I mean, look, my thoughts is my morality does stem. Obviously, I think a lot of things come from God, whether it's subconscious or not. Even atheists today derive a lot of morality from the development of human culture and society, which comes from, especially in Western society, God. However, we'd have to have a more specific conversation about where I get, like, if you ask me a very specific example on why I think one way or the other. Sometimes I'm more than glad to answer outside of just because the Bible says so. I believe there's this concept of, does God saying something make it moral, or does God say it because it's moral? And if you believe that it's only moral because God says it, then I would argue that that's not correct, because then that technically could mean, hypothetically, that if God were to say something immoral, then it would be moral just because God said it. I don't agree with that. I think God does say things because it's the moral thing.
First of all, I want to apologize for the person that was before me and were crying like a baby about the situation here in Israel, okay?
Jeez, Israelis are so rough.
I'm Israeli, and I don't give, well, I can't say it. I'm sorry. I'm not crying like him. He's a kind of pussycat. I'm ashamed of him.
Yeah, I think
I'm ashamed. I was ashamed to him. I'm alone.
אני מבינה אותך, כי נראה לי the entire country understands what we have to do.
מה זה החרא הזה?
הבנתי אותך.
מה זה?
All right. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay.
I want to come back and to say I'm ashamed for this pussycat to cry, and he is not Israeli. I don't know what he is. Israeli are not crying. Okay? I'm not telling you we have good times. Of course not. But we are still standing on our feet. Everything is all right. Everything should be what it be, and we are not crying. This one is one pussycat, and I don't like him. I'm ashamed of him. He's not represent my country, and not me, and not anybody else.
Okay. All right. Listen, everyone's a little bit different.
Actually,
one second, Sarin, rega.
No.
I can mute you. It's very easy. Rega echad.
No. It's very important.
It's not. Let everyone just do what they need to do. Okay, I get it. I understand. It's fine. But that's just how he reacts to the situation. Okay, he's sleep deprived. He might be sad. It might be different from what you react. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on just because I appreciate it. Love you. Have all the support. Stay safe. I'm glad you're staying strong, but there's other people waiting to come up. Thank you. Listen, I'm the same way. I'm not much of a emotional person either, but listen, if somebody says that they're tired and they're sleep deprived, then let it be. Neckbone, go ahead.
I do understand what her initial point is, though. Like, most of Israel is okay with this at the moment.
Okay, then
That's
make
all.
that point. You
That's
don't
all
have
I was
to. You don't have to go after
No, I
somebody
hear
else
you.
for it. Yeah, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on Jake Lang?
What are my thoughts on Jake Lang? Who is that? Is that like weirdo
Jake
dude
Lang.
that like wanted to drop a pig on a mosque or something?
Yeah, the January 6th guy.
January 6th guy. Well, there's a lot of January 6th guys. So
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
the
about that.
same. It's the same pig guy, but he was released with the the January 6th pardons or whatever.
Okay, I don't know about that, but yeah, I think that guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I think so too. I seen a video, a thing they did yesterday or 2 days ago, where he's outside protesting outside Mom Donnie's house with a goat, and some Arab guy runs up and yells Allah Akbar and throws an IED at him.
I did see that, yeah. Yeah, look, obviously I don't think that should happen to him. But listen, just because somebody dislikes Islam and I dislike Islam, that doesn't mean I have to stand with every other person. I think that guy goes he goes way far out there. And it's so funny because all these like anti-Israel people are like, well, he's a Jew and so he's working for the Israeli government. Dude, that dude or he worked for AIPAC, right? That dude literally went to AIPAC and started throwing shit at people and protesting AIPAC too. That dude's he's just a weirdo. Look, I don't care. You hate AIPAC, you hate Islam, you love AIPAC. I don't care. Do you. But like, don't throw stuff at people. Don't attack. Don't get violent. Only if necessary for defense of self or others. But does that mean I think anyone should throw something at him, even if he's saying stuff like what's the word I'm looking for? Like things that might trigger you, for lack of better terms. I don't think that means you should go and attack him or throw a IED or a nail bomb, I think it was, or whatever at him. Of course, I don't think that. But no, I think that guy's way out there. I heard he wanted to get in a helicopter and drop a pig on top of a mosque. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, why would you do that?
Just want to get your opinion on him. I thought the dude was a weirdo. I really, and like, to be honest, like the more like, he's got an entertainment value, right? Like, like he's entertaining to watch, needless to say, whether he's weird or not. But, I don't, have a hard time figuring out where the dude really stands. He's like, oh, my mom's Jewish. But then he goes and protests AIPAC, and then he goes and like talks about.
I'm pretty sure that dude's a groiper, I'm pretty sure that dude's a groiper. Like the fact that people all they saw was some old photo of him in Israel at the wall, and so they're just like, oh, yep, there you go, he's a Mossad agent. First off, you know what's insane? How all these like groipers and all these anti-Israel people, they'll even admit, oh, Mossad is the best in the world, or at least one of the best in the world. They do crazy stuff. I mean, Mossad blew the dicks off of like hundreds of terrorists in Lebanon, the Hezbollah. And you know how they did that? They put patent explosives inside of stuff like 10 years in advance. And they're the ones that sold the beepers to Hezbollah. They create this whole company, legit company, to sell this to Hezbollah, and they wait. And then when they throw out all the pagers, they go to their fucking houses, I'm sure. Dicks blown off, fingers blown off, faces, chunks missing. They go and they're like, to their fourth fucking wife or their goat or whatever. And they're like, throw out the TV and the toaster. Israel's they're just taking over every technology piece. Throw out the cell phones. And then they get on the radio to be like, what's the plan? And then the radio blows up. And Israel's just like, gotcha again, bitch. It's like, this is the Mossad. Whether you're anti-Israel or pro-Israel, we all know it. However, the Mossad is not good enough to just get someone who doesn't have a picture of him laying to Phil and kissing the wall. Literally, he's kissing the wall. It's like, really? That's what you think? The Mossad is so great at what they do? But Jake Lang, Jake Lang is a Mossad agent, even though there's a picture of him. What, the Mossad couldn't find that picture, but you Twitter sleuths could figure it out? Give me a break.
I definitely don't think the dude's Mossad. And I will say, I know like a lot of people say like Mossad this, Mossad that. I still think the CIA is superior. Although the pager thing was pretty clutch, man. The pager thing was clutch.
I'll tell you what, I've answered this before, I'll answer it again. The CIA is the best intelligence agency in the world in terms of professionalism and capability
I know what you're about to say.
and a global outreach. It's true. The CIA is the best. Everyone wants to work with the CIA. French, I trust me, I'm not one that defends the French a lot, but they have a pretty good intelligence agency. Germany's pretty decent. French and Germany have gotten better at anti-terrorism. You know why? Because they let in a bunch of terrorists into their country. So they're getting better at it. But I will tell you what the Mossad is best at in the world, including the CIA. The CIA will let one of our own Americans sit in a prison for 20 years just so they can push for diplomacy. Because we're a professional. We're the CIA. We're very professional. We're America. We're the world superpower. And so it will be very professional. We will work back and forth, even if it takes many years, to try diplomacy. The Mossad will go in. They will fucking... I don't know. They'll figure out a way to get in there, infiltrate your entire system, and then in the blink of an eye, in a moment's notice, they will activate different fucking things all at once, leaving you in a delusional state of what the fuck, and get that person back, or die trying. The Mossad will stop.
Nobody goes further than the Mossad.
Right.
Nobody plays more dirty.
For the Jewish people, the Mossad will play. They'll play dirty. They'll put patent explosives in your beepers that they sold to you. They will. You know what the? Do you know what the Mossad did to those beepers? They actually purposely put a couple second or so delay on those beepers. You want to know why they did that? Because if you blew it up right away, I mean, it probably would have been funny. It would have probably blown out their hip. I guess if they put it near their junk. Most of the time you have it on the side. They made sure so that way people would take it out, look at it, so it's next to your face, your hands, and then it would explode. That's dirty, and I love it. Abigail says it's not dirty, it's revenge. No, you're right. But I like it. Because you know why? It's actually really genius if you think about it, because then it's not just like... It's not just getting revenge or like hurting people, because these explosives they weren't big enough to like kill people, at least not likely. I think maybe some did, but it took them all out of the game. It took them all out. So yeah, the Mossad I think is the best in the world for that.
Yeah, I can only imagine how they feel knowing that they'll never be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6 ever due to paranoia. But anyways, I just wanted to see what you thought about the weirdo Jake Lang. I'm going to drop so somebody else can come up. Have a good one, Nick.
Have a good one. Hey, this did not what I thought. So you guys know, this is what I have on TikTok. Oh, wait. I don't know why it has the little square, but whatever. Who cares? This is actually what I put on TikTok. Also, I put Democrats pro Pally's request, but obviously I'm not going to put that here because there is no request. Alright, let's let some people up. Might go to Umingo a little early today. It's just a little bit easier than trying to go through these people on TikTok. 90% of them are just trolls, to be honest. Jay Feld, go ahead.
Hey, I hope I'm not one of those guys.
You don't sound like it.
I'm an American, moved to Israel about 16 years ago. I just wanted to thank you for what you do. I'd really like to see you beat the living crap out of Sneeko. But there was one thing that I want to comment on in what you said with Sneeko. And I understand maybe why you ignored it, but he kept on saying that the Rothschilds purchased Israel, which is not true.
Yeah, nothing Sneeko said in that debate was true. Actually, if I go back, I don't think, at least major claim-wise, I actually don't think one thing he said was true.
Yeah, it's true. I debated what's his name, Hamza once. Everything he said was a lie, but of course he tries to re-edit everything to make it seem like he's right and you're wrong.
Sure.
But there are a lot of evil people. I think it's a combination of evil and stupid. I think Sneeko is stupid and Hamza is evil. Like, and the question is, what percentage of each are you? for the pro Pally side.
Yep,
But
that's actually true. Yeah, it's like, how dumb or how evil are you, and how much of it is pushed by which part of it.
Exactly. It's pretty sad. Anyway, I don't want to waste much of your time, but I just think it's important to say, yes, the Rothschilds gave some money to the JNF and did some philanthropy and wanted there to be a Jewish state, but they didn't buy it, and that's some.
You're right.
Bull.
That's true.
Anyway,
the British actually, yeah, thank you. Have a good one. The British actually had very little to do with the final thing. There was the Balfour Declaration, which never really actually got implemented. That's a interesting thing that a lot of even pro-Israelis try to say, pro-Pally say it a lot. It actually never got implemented. That being said, the UN takes over the mandate. The British actually wipe their hands clean of it and actually just leave. And by the way, the British actually abstained from the Partition Plan 181 vote. A lot of people don't know that. They abstained from it. So anyways, whatever. Mao, go ahead.
Okay. Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
Can't complain.
Yeah, so I've been asking, like, I live in Canada. I've been in Israel. I was born there. And my question is to you because, the whole thing started like, October 7th started, right? And Israel was so surprised and we took so many casualties. Do you think, like, the IDF was, like, underestimating Hamas or weren't really checking on the Gaza Strip or at Gaza at all? Because a lot of people died and I see a lot of neglect, like, from the army. Like, some troops, I heard some troops are not coming into positions, or there weren't a lot of troops in some
What's your
posts.
question exactly?
Like, do you think that there was a neglect or the IDF underestimated Hamas before October 7th?
Nope.
I think they were a little complacent just because of the West Bank and what was going on there.
No, so, well, okay, if you're talking about, like, months before, sure, complacency definitely played in. Absolutely, that's true. If you're just talking about the morning of, was there neglect? No, it's very simple. And this is why a lot of people, they play, like, Charlie Kirk's old clip where he asked if there was a stand-down order. But what most people don't tell you is that clip is over 2 years old. It was right after October 7th when a lot of people were asking that before we found out the answer. Just turns out that, yeah, I mean, there's some people that tried to say that even today. Just turns out that a lot of the IDF actually did respond immediately with, I think, some fighter jets, helicopters. They were shooting at the Gaza border for Gazans trying to go back into Gaza with especially hostages. And they were shooting right at the border to stop them from actually going in from that dirt road that leads into Gaza. But the ground troops that were going in, Israel immediately started sending... Okay, let me rephrase this. I don't know if Israel immediately started sending them in, like, yeah, just get in there, or if some soldiers were just so eager, like, oh my god, this is happening, I'm just going to go in. Maybe it's possible that the army was like, no, let's go in as units, and some said, fuck you, I'm going. A lot of people definitely had their families there. They live in the kibbutzim there, the Nova Music Festival, so it's very possible that some soldiers like, no, my wife's there, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. So what happened was none of those soldiers made it. They all died. Literally, they were like, they had to set up roadblocks stopping soldiers, or not even soldiers, just even some Israelis who probably grabbed their firearm that they have in their drawer and were like, I'm going there to help, because that's who Israelis are. They run into the danger. And they had to set up roadblocks on October 7th, stopping people. Like, no, everyone we have sent through, we have no contact with them anymore. It's possible some of them maybe lived, they just didn't have contact with, but it was presumed definitely that they were dead. because Hamas and the PIJ and all the collaborators of Hamas, they were very, very organized. I was there at the kibbutzim. I saw how the Hamas immediately knew where to go to the weapons locker. So what happened at this kibbutz, excuse me, at this kibbutz, they saw that they were getting infiltrated, and they immediately rallied up and they said, okay, we're going to send, some of the people to go to the weapons locker, start distributing weapons so that way we can fight back when the terrorists get here. They go to the weapons locker and almost all of them are immediately slaughtered. You know why? Because Hamas were already at the weapons locker. That's the first thing they touched. They immediately skipped all the houses, skipped everything, went straight to the weapons locker. How did they know that? Because the innocent civilian Palestinians, because remember, of course, it's not just, it's just Hamas, right? Because the Palestinians are all innocent. No, it's just Hamas. No. The innocent Palestinians who had been working in... Yeah, no, definitely not. 95% of them support this shit. Anyways, so the Palestinians were working about sometimes as high as 25,000 work permits went out per day for Palestinians to work from Gaza into Israel, and then they would go back into Gaza. They get paid more money. They worked in Israel. Some of them were working there for like 20 years even. And they specifically... Oh, sorry. Thought someone was... Anyways, they specifically were breaking bread, eating food with the family. These were the Jews that were in the kibbutz. A lot of these were the liberal Jews who were trying to actually build bridges with Gaza. They would drive them to, better hospitals, get them treatment, get them help, give them jobs, give them food. And so these Palestinians who were working there, they would draw maps and they would figure out where everything was and give it to Hamas. So by the time Hamas does October 7th, they knew where everything was. And so, anyways, how was I answering this? Oh, yeah. So the point is they were very organized. They were setting up roadblocks pretending to be the IDF. So there was Israelis who were driving, trying to get north, right? Because they were south. And there was Hamas members pretending to be IDF, like waving them through. And then when they got close, they would shoot them. So the IDF took 4 to 6 hours to get really everything ready. It took, I think, 6 hours, a little over 6 hours to get to the first actual kibbutzim as a unit. Not the first IDF soldier, period, just as a unit, as an organized, like, we need to do this the right way.
So some of the workers, like with the work permit, gathered intel back in Gaza, right? That's what you meant.
Yes, they went back to Gaza. They got their intel in Israel and gave it back to Gaza. The Hamas members had... on their persons, they had maps drawn. They had how to say in Hebrew, take off your pants, take off your underwear. They had all this stuff, how to say this in Hebrew. Very disgusting. Many women were found killed without pants on. There was obviously that famous photo of the women, just multiple women, honestly, including the one in the back of the truck that...
Yeah, I see. Because
real quick, I got to answer this. Johnny Cohen, next 6 hours, a chopper from Tel Aviv. It takes 20 minutes. Israel is tiny. So Johnny, love you, man, but you're not listening to me. I literally said they responded immediately with choppers. The 6 hours, as I said, was... Now, to be fair, maybe there's a delay. I don't know, because I know you guys said YouTube has a delay. Maybe I'm seeing this a little early. I don't know. But you're correct. Not the choppers. The 6 hours... would be the organized units and everything that they did. Just, I don't know, rewind. I think you can do that on YouTube. Rewind and listen to the whole thing again. And also, it depends on where you're flying. The chopper doesn't always take 20 minutes. If you fly a chopper, certain areas, it actually takes, I think, like, I did my friend did a chopper ride from Jerusalem to Gaza, near Gaza, and I think it took 45 minutes, not 20 minutes, but I get you.
I see.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
Yeah. So like, I heard a lot from inside Israel that Hamas were planning something, right? And I don't think anyone did something. There were plans. I heard even like months. But I heard like a news article that Hamas is planning something, and I never really understand like why we would keep Hamas on our Gaza Strip. That's what I would never understand. So
What's your
my
question?
is like, oh, sorry, I was explaining about like, because I
He's
heard,
saying that he heard that we knew Hamas was planning
yeah,
something, and he doesn't understand why
Israel
we
gets
didn't
on average
remove them.
up to 10,000, I've heard. And now, obviously, some of those are bigger or smaller, but as high as 10,000 different warnings every single year, which, if you do the math, that's a lot per day, because there's only 365 days in the year. Again, some of those are very, very tiny things, not 10,000, big things per year. It's a lot of skewed media that says that. I don't know why people, if they just don't take the time to just read the media, they'll be like, oh, Egypt warned them of October 7th. Not really. Egypt said, hey, there's stuff happening. Egypt didn't say, hey, on October 7th they're going to be doing this, right? Even Israel had intelligence about this, and they didn't feed it up. I think there's Israeli media that actually says they didn't even tell Benjamin Netanyahu about it until minutes before the attack, minutes before the attack. There was something called Operation Jericho's Wall, where Israel, even a year plus in advance, I think, was observing and seeing Hamas was doing some kind of training exercises. They kind of waved it off a little bit, like, okay, we'll keep an eye on it. They didn't hear anything for months, so they got complacent. They labeled it Operation Jericho's Wall. And then I think 4 months before October 7th attack, there was a woman IDF soldier, I can't remember her name, I don't even know if her name's out there. She went to the Gaza commander and said, hey, that Operation Jericho's Wall thing, I'm seeing them do stuff like that again. This is like 4 months before. And the Gaza commander, and this has been confirmed, and I think this is why he stepped down, he didn't send it up. He just said, okay, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Now, I can understand maybe the first time a year ago, but if you see it again, you probably should send that information up. He doesn't. Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't understand. He doesn't hear any of this stuff. They didn't tell the prime minister until minutes before the attack. So yeah, there's complacency there. There's definitely people that made mistakes. But the problem is, and I'm not saying you're doing this, you're just asking questions, I get it. But the problem is with a lot of pro-Pallies is they use this as a way to... They use it in bad faith argument as a way to try to say without really saying that Israel deserved it. It's like insane. Even if you're right that there was some failures in the government, which of course they need to fix that stuff and make sure it doesn't happen again. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. But so what? You're still a fucking terrorist. How many Muslim terrorist attacks do there have to be that kills hundreds of thousands of people before we stop saying, well, the government could have, how about you just stop being terrorists? I don't know. Is that too much of a question?
Why not peace? Like, I don't understand.
I'm not even necessarily
really,
saying peace. I'm just saying, why don't you just stop, I don't know, raping women and taking them hostage and shit like that? Peace would be nice, but okay, fine. I'll meet you in the middle here. Jeez. But anyways, some people bring up, the Hannibal Directive. It's so stupid. First off, the Hannibal Directive possibly never even utilized, but was definitely already stopped, and it only applies to soldiers. It doesn't even apply to civilians. But even if somehow you argue, because there's a lot of skewed media, specifically Haaretz, which is essentially Arab, honestly. But whatever, we'll answer it. A lot of people like Myron Gaines, they like to use the Haaretz article about the Hannibal Directive. None of them actually take the time to fucking read the article, including Myron Gaines. They read the headline and they stop there. Even the most leftist news agency in Israel, even they, if you read it, admit and say in it, at very most, there was just a few different locations. The biggest one was at a kibbutz where Hamas members go in, and there was 14 Israelis. Some sources say 13, some say 14, that were taken hostage inside of a bigger building in the kibbutz. There was about 50, some sources say dozens, some say up to 50, but let's just say dozens, whatever. There's dozens of Hamas soldiers, Nakba forces, whatever you want to call them, in there holding them hostage. One of them escapes, tells the IDF, who does respond at this point. They're being fired upon by Hamas, right? They have hostages. They're firing from inside the building. They're kind of firing back. One of the civilians escapes, tells the IDF, hey, this was, how do I say this? This is how many hostages are in there, okay? The IDF, they get overwhelmed. They're outnumbered. They are outgunned at least at that location, and the IDF fires into the building with a tank, from my understanding. And there was a civilian that did survive, but everyone, including the terrorists, but also all but one, maybe two civilians die. I think it was all but one. And so then you turn around, and then Haaretz makes an article, the Hannibal Directive. First off, that's not even what the Hannibal Directive is. The Hannibal Directive is if they're being taken hostage and about to go into, let's say, Lebanon, or in this case, Gaza. The Hannibal Directive, first off, isn't even just kill them. That's not even what the Hannibal Directive is. The Hannibal Directive is you should do whatever you can to make sure they don't get taken hostage. Again, I want to make it very clear. We're talking about soldiers here. The Hannibal Directive has nothing to do with civilians. But for the soldiers, what it says is you should do whatever you can. It doesn't mean kill them. It just means even if it puts their life at risk, that's okay. You should do what you can to make sure they do not get taken hostage. By the way, the Hannibal Directive was discontinued. They never used it. Even if they did in the Lebanon war at best, they stopped using it. But the problem is that people like Myron Gaines, these weirdos, what they do is they will say, oh, look, I read the headline of this article. It says Hannibal Directive. I didn't read the article because I'm an idiot, but I'm going to use this as an excuse to explain how 1,200 Israelis were murdered. By far, most of them were civilians. I would argue really almost all of them, because even the about 300 that were security forces at like the music festival / IDF soldiers, many of them weren't even like in uniform. It's not even like Hamas was like, there's a soldier. To them, it was still a civilian, but fine, whatever. I'll go ahead and say it was about 900 to 1,000 civilians, and the rest were soldiers / security officers, police officers. And so most of them by far were civilians. And so people like to say, oh, look, they used the Hannibal Directive. So most of it was actually, most of it was Israel that killed their own people. You know who doesn't say this? Hamas. It's really interesting how Hamas, it would be very good for them to come out and say, hey, this wasn't us, right? Because the one thing Hamas didn't calculate right, they thought sending out the images to the world and their GoPro video, I think they thought like most of the world would be okay with it. There's even people who are anti-Israel. As a fact, there's a lot of anti-Israel people, and I think this is a big problem. They're not willing to look at the images. They're not willing. How many pro-Pallies have I talked to on my live where I said, have you looked at any of the October 7th footage or videos? No. I've seen a couple, seen a little bit. And so it would do them very well to come out and say, oh yeah, none of this was us. The Nova Music Festival, not us. The Kibbutzim, not us. That wasn't us. But what's funny is they say it was them. They consistently to this day say, yeah, nope, that was us. We did it. We're proud of it.
There are little footage like from them. Like footage from them. Yeah. They admitted it. Like, I think they don't want to say that Israel did it because they have a little bit of an ego.
Right. Maybe.
Yeah,
well, no, they don't say that because it's just not true. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, they say a lot of things that are not true too. So.
Well, okay,
yeah.
Sure, fair enough. All right, I'm gonna move on. There's people waiting to come up.
Okay. I was asking another question, but that's okay. If there's other people, then yeah, sure.
If it's quick. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was asking about the protesters that were happening, like to stop the war. Not around the world, in Palestine or like in Gaza. Sorry, in Gaza. They were like saying to Hamas to stop the war. Do you think if they stopped and they gave up and really cared about the people, would it change anything or would go back again? Like,
I'm not really sure what your question
is.
If
Hamas gave up, like for example, that there were protests like saying Hamas stop. They stopped and they stopped the war. They dismantled. Do you think like with that?
I have no idea. I mean, sure, yeah, probably.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Sorry, babe. Real quick,
Sorry.
somebody's asking if you can make the TikTok guest boxes bigger for YouTube and move it to the left side. I don't know if you can, but.
All right. Anyways, it was very nice talking to you people.
Yeah, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, I was really interested in your thoughts and opinions and learn more from, everything.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too.
Yes, I can make the boxes bigger and move them to the left side. Real quick, I love all you guys coming up and just kind of asking, hey, Nix, what's your general thoughts on this and this? I will say, I want to call to what I have up here if you're looking on TikTok, just Democrats and pro-pallies, emphasis on pro-pallies, Muslims, etc. request. Again, I do appreciate all the questions. It's just, I'm going to be real. That's what people want to see. They want to see the opposition. Gotta give the people what they want. Which I get it. I get it. Everyone likes to just shit on Muslims. You guys are mean, you know? You guys are real mean. Leave Sneeko alone. Free Sneeko. He didn't do that bad. Clash, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Sneeko from his thoughts right now.
Go ahead.
So my question kind of is like, with regards to Israel being our greatest ally, when they seem to kind of provoke a lot of destabilization in the region, and like in regards to like the Greater Israel Project, which seems to be the direction that both America and Israel are moving towards, which is
I wish,
kind
but
of
no, I don't think it is.
going to
What
create a
makes
lot
you-
more issues.
What makes you think that that's where it's going? You have, like, a
Just
couple of
from
examples?
Netanyahu speaking about it.
Netanyahu's
I've been
never-
seeing circulations of patches on uniforms and those
Did
kinds
you?
of things.
I want you to be
Oh, okay,
honest
so
with me.
you're the-
Hold on
you're
one
a
sec,
Tucker
babe.
listener.
Hold on one sec. I want you to be honest, okay? Do you actually look into the? I don't know if you're lying too, so please just tell me honestly. Do you, when you see like these little onesie-twosie pictures, like for example the patches or quote unquote when Netanyahu speaks about it, he's very rarely said anything about it, honestly, and it's always been like private things and just a personal feelings. It's never been any policy, so that's just a lie, but whatever. Let's start with the patches. When you see these pictures of these little patches once in a while, have you actually taken your time to look into it to see if this is some kind of like official thing that could even kind of indicate that Israel / the US are aiming for, or did you just take the picture and just run with it?
I'm more or less just hearing things.
Like what?
From a space of like, I'm just shocked we're into war right now. Is kind of more or
That
less.
doesn't answer my
I'm-
question. This
I-
is a total deflection. We'll get to the war in a second. Can you just answer what I specifically asked you? When you see...
I have not
the
dug
patches-
into the patches. No.
Perfect. So just so everyone knows, when I was in the U.S. Navy, we had, on our left side, we had the American flag patch, and on our right side, we had our unit patch. When we go on deployments, we are, now, depending on the command, some commands don't like it, but most do. When you go on the deployments, we're allowed to take those patches off, and we put on kind of our own patches. Now, it can't be too, like, you know, you can't put on, like, some kind of, like, super vulgar image or something. The cob would get really upset with you. The captain would get upset with you. But we kind of put on our own stuff. We had underway t-shirts. We grew out our beards. We, you know, because you're supposed to shave when you're in the military, but certain units, special units, submarine force, stuff like that, when you go on deployment, we grow out our beards. We wear underway shoes, etc. You guys get the point. It's not exactly the most professional. This would be the equivalent of taking, I don't know, a patch that I had, right? And let's say it's just something that really offends you. I have no fucking idea what it'd be, but just hypothetically bear with me. And then that picture leaks out and saying, Donald Trump agrees with this and the entire U.S. government is going with it. It's like, it's such an insane fucking argument. Those patches were on like 5 fucking soldiers. There is 700,000. I mean, obviously because of the war since October 7th, there's been a lot called. So I'm including reservists. But there's like 700,000 IDF soldiers. Can you guys relax with the fucking patches? I get it. You saw like 3 or 4
I definitely hear you
pictures.
on that.
No, okay, I didn't mean like specifically you relax. I'm just saying in general. Tucker Carlson,
Yeah.
ooh, the third temple bitch. Like, oh my God. First off, Tucker, I know you're watching the live. I know you love my live. Like, this third temple thing, like, did you guys know? Did you guys know this? Did you guys know the Jews? They want the third temple? Yeah, no fucking shit. It's like saying, did you guys know that Christians, did you guys know they're waiting for the return of Jesus Christ? Did you guys know that Muslims are waiting for the Mahdi or whatever they call him? Yeah, no shit. I don't... Like, okay, let me get back to your question. So Netanyahu, the second thing you mentioned, technically was the first thing, but I started with the patches. You said Netanyahu has talked about it. What are you talking about?
So in wanting to kind of create a secure Israel, and what we've seen from
No.
that is a lot
That's
of
not what you said. You said
governments
greater Israel.
falling.
Nope, that's not what you said. You said greater Israel. You said, and I quote, Netanyahu has spoken about greater Israel and expanding that. Where did you hear that from?
It would take a Google search. I mean,
Okay.
this
I'll
isn't
just
something
tell
I'd
you
be
because I know the
comfortable
answer.
with.
I'll just tell you because I know the
go ahead.
answer. So the first one that most people get wrong, and I'll tell you when he did say something that was, I guess you could take it that way. The first one that people get wrong is that they saw a little clip of him at the United Nations. This was like a couple years ago, where he has a map of the Middle East. I know it's blurry because I have an effect on, but you kind of see the outlines. He has a map of the Middle East and the entire like kind of North Africa region over here, and also like Saudi Arabia to UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, blah blah blah, Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Israel. We're all in green, right? Well, actually, Israel wasn't. He was showing Israel, and then all of it was green around it. But if you just listen to the speech, he's not talking about expanding. First off, that wouldn't even be greater Israel. Greater Israel, according to the Bible, right, in the book of Genesis, I do this because the Bible actually says multiple different things. In the book of Genesis, it says from the Euphrates to the river of Egypt, which is funny because a lot of people say, oh, that means the Nile. Actually, no, it doesn't. It actually is talking about Al-Wadi, which is in the Sinai, but I digress. If you go into Numbers, Joshua, and maybe some other books in the Bible, I might be missing some, it actually has smaller borders. But again, I digress. So that map he holds isn't even, it goes past the Euphrates. What he was talking about, and he says it very clearly in the speech, he was talking about allyship and actually doing economic opportunity with each other instead of having terrorism and proxy forces. The second thing, and I'm going to be fair to you, I could pretend and not say it, but I'll be fair to you and I'll say, there is in a private setting where Netanyahu says that the greater Israel, if you will, which I think he would just call it Israel. I would just call it Israel. I don't get this whole greater Israel, whatever. But I know what you mean.
It's expansion of the state of Israel.
Sure. I mean
yeah.
that sounds to me. It sounds great, and I'll explain why before you think that's so crazy. But he once said, like in privately, it's something near and dear to his heart. Which again, that makes sense. He's not very pious, but he's a religious Jew. Of course, that makes sense. But I'll answer one thing. But first, officialtism. Is that like autism? I like that. I'm autistic, just so I'm actually on the spectrum. Anyways, thank you for the super chat. Just watch your Sneeko debate and your 1v5. Great work, brother. Hoo-yah. Hoo-yah! Dude, this guy's you're a sailor? Wish you a successful career. Thanks, Officialtism. Appreciate that. Everyone give Officialtism some love. He's a fellow sailor like that. Anyways, let me ask you something. I'm not saying do you agree with everything with Israel. I get that, but do you think that the world overall is better with Israel and its innovation and what it does for the world, or Iraq?
Iraq in its current state?
Yep.
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Right, Israel.
But
right?
Iraq was also, totally destabilized. And
Oh, really? It was stable before?
From my understanding, it was a relatively, I heard multiple
Wait, no.
stories
I don't
of
want
people who had
relatively.
visited.
Or was it stable before? You're talking about, I assume you're talking about the second Iraq war when we took out Saddam Hussein. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about 80s of people who had,
80s?
People who I've met who have been there and were traveling. I mean, ever since
Wait,
the
so you're talking
90s
about
of
before
time.
the Gulf War?
Yes.
Okay, so before Saddam Hussein was gassing the Kurds and his own people, that's stable to you?
Once again, I'm just...
No, I'm asking
uncertain
you.
of-
You're more than
Yeah,
welcome to
to
say,
me,
you know what?
that's-
You're more than welcome to say, Nick, I actually didn't know about that. Maybe I need to look more into it. I'm not like holding you to your
Yeah.
words, but I'm asking you, you think that's stable?
No.
Oh, I don't either. So this idea, and it's a very common argument, Israel destabilize, or sometimes they say America destabilizes these countries. I'm sorry, what were they? To destabilize something means it's stable, and then you destabilize it. Now, you can argue America has made some mistakes, or let's say for Iraq, for example, the second Iraq war I'm talking about, I think the Gulf War was actually very impressive. What we did, we went in, we relatively were quick, we got out. I don't really have much to say about the Gulf War. You can argue if we should or shouldn't have gone in there, but the Gulf War did not destabilize it. That's not even true. The second Iraq war, I can argue against that one, and I was against the Iraq War. Now, I have a little bit of a different opinion. Some people are like, I was against everything about the Iraq War, or I love the Iraq War. I'm in the middle. I think the first few weeks of the Iraq War, the second one, was absolutely incredible. I think we accomplished like 90-95% of our goals within those first few weeks. Let's say few months to be a little conservative. We should have done that, got out. That's what we should have done. But instead, we stayed for many years, close to 10 years. And that's the... what was I going to say?
We're still there.
What do you mean? I mean, yeah, we have bases there, but we're not there. What are you talking about?
I mean, we're still, I mean, it's just the influence over and the exertion when there's so much more to be focused on stateside. And like, that's kind of my whole thing is like, there's so much better things to focus on than these abroad policies and like
I'll get to that in a second, but I want to finish one topic before we move to that because that's also ridiculous. So real quick, just to close out this first one, this idea of destabilizing is such an insane like bullet points that everyone says, yet no one knows what they're talking about. It was destabilized before. Again, you can definitely argue that America could have made things worse. I wouldn't even say it literally made things worse, but opened up vacuum, that allowed for this barbaric Islamist groups to take over, and that made things worse. Totally. I'll give you that. Real quick. Thank you for the super chat. Made me smile.
Well, I mean, when you're just looking at
hold on one sec. The way you dismantled Sneaky will forever give you legendary status in the J community. YouTube won't allow full J word to go through. Like on the comments, you can't say Jew or Jewish. I don't think that's true. No way. Are you serious? Nah. Anyways, yeah, well, Clash, when you say destabilize, isn't that what you're talking about?
I'm saying with the increase in action in the Middle East, you're seeing terrorist attacks spread into the West. The more intervention there is, the more terrorist attacks in the West happen.
We've been having terrorist attacks from Islamists since the beginning of our country.
I understand that, but in like, so what I pulled up in North America in the 70s, there were 0 Islamic terrorist attacks in America.
Because they weren't here.
And they were 0 in the 80s.
Wait, can you give me the year? Oh, 70. Sorry, I thought you... Never mind.
70s, 80s, 90s, there's 5. 2000s, there's 15. And all of a sudden in 2010, when all these refugee crisis...
Okay, so that's not true at all. That's just wrong. I already know that's wrong because from 2001 to 2010, and it definitely wasn't like highlighted in 2005 through 2010, since 2001, we've had over 72,000 Islamist terrorist attacks. And you're saying that we only had, did you say 5?
In America?
Yes. No, worldwide, but including America. You're saying there was only 5?
I'm saying just in America.
No, I know what you're talking about. You're saying there was only 5?
It says 15. In the 90s, it says there was 5.
What are you reading right now?
It was just a Gemini search.
Okay. I'd have to look into that, brother. But regardless, yeah, we had significantly less Muslims in this country, right? A big amount has come in during the recent Democrat push of open borders, which wasn't until after you're talking about 2005. So I guess that makes sense, but not because of what you think. It's just because we've been letting in
immigrants because there is a refugee crisis. I mean, I was in Germany.
I'm sorry. You're saying so many, like, I'm not trying to sound rude, but you're saying like so many wrong things that I still need to debunk the first thing. But I'm going to say the refugee thing real quick. You're saying because we go in and we bomb their countries, we have to take in their refugees. What the fuck says that? Where are you getting that from?
That's what's been happening. Europe.
Okay, I didn't say what is happening. I didn't ask what is happening. I asked why you think that should happen. The debate we're having right now isn't the history of what happened, then there would be no reason to speak. We both know the history. We both can Google it. We both can read history books. We're having a discussion on what should happen. You're telling me that because we bombed because of American intervention, it actually was because of the Assad regime, they had to leave their country. I get that. I totally get it, right? The Assad regime was awful to a lot of these the Syrian people. Why do they have to come to America or even Germany or France? Can someone explain that to me? Why can't you just go to the nearest country that you have some safety in? Why do you have to go to the other side of the fucking world?
Well, I know a big reason with the Palestinians is because the economies of neighboring countries couldn't handle the influx of Palestinians. And I would assume it would be the same case for Syria.
Not our
It's because
problem.
they don't want to. No, it's not. It's because they don't want to take their shit on because they have before and they've seen what they've done to their
It's
countries
also
too.
it's just also
They
not a
ruin
good. It's also
everything
just
that they touch.
it's also just
I mean,
not a
when
good.
you have an
It's just
influx of a
not a
mass of
good
people, you can't
answer.
put them
It's
all to
just
work.
not a good answer. I'm stopping it right here because it's not our problem. You are answering why they can't do it. I didn't ask the question why they can't do it. I said, why do we need to take in these refugees?
You said, why don't they go to the nearest country? And I said, why?
Again, not our problem. That's not our problem.
I'm never saying it is our problem, but when there's this unrest, I mean, that's why we're freeing the Iranian people from this wretched regime, and it's not our problem. I agree, but there we are doing it.
We're not in there
I think
because
a
we're
lot
trying to
of them.
free these people from the regime. I think that is
I mean,
obviously
that's
a moral
what's
quest.
being said.
That's barely what's being said. If you look at the government website right now and you look at the goals of war, that's not even one of the goals. Yes, I agree. They're saying that because that's a very moral thing to do, and the people in Iran definitely, I support that. But you're just talking out of your ass right now. The goals of the war, which are officially
More of a
labeled,
bonus.
is not. That's not even one of the things labeled at all. But regardless, again, we're going down a lot of rabbit holes here. You're saying just a lot of wrong stuff. The reason I like to stick to one subject at a time is because you said something earlier, and now I cannot remember for the life of me what you said. And it was like, it kind of blew my
We
mind. when you said
discussed
it.
terrorist attacks influxing as the intervention was
No, it
happening.
before that.
The Greater Israel, that's what we were on before.
I guess. So anyways, I guess I guess the reason we got into Iraq, I was asking you. You said yes, you would rather today have Israel culture more than you would not just culture, but innovation, inventions, etc. more than you would Iraq. Actually, you kind of said it today. Even if we were talking about the 80s, which one would you rather have? I think you should still.
I mean, I'm not
absolutely
familiar
picked Israel.
with what was. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely more aligned with the Israel set, but what I'm not aligned with personally is getting involved in Israel's goals and achievements when it kind of puts the U.S. in a footing where we're putting ourselves
when
out
has that
there.
when has that ever been a thing? Just because we have similar goals that line up with Israel, which totally makes sense. I mean, I don't think that's a weird thing. That doesn't mean we're doing it for Israel. But before we go down that rabbit hole, again, you keep trying to shift to a new rabbit hole. I'm asking you, even before today, would you pick Israel or Iraq? Because you said today as if you would have changed your answer if I meant 2000s Iraq or 90s Iraq or 80s Iraq.
I have no idea what Iraq was like before, so from my knowledge.
Okay, fine. Then
yes,
just say
absolutely.
I don't know, or say Israel.
Yeah, that's
from
what
your
I've been
knowledge.
saying. Yes.
Well, no, you said, oh, you mean today? It's like you would only ask that if you were implying. Never mind, dude. Anyways, how about Syria or Israel?
Oh, definitely Israel.
Okay, great. How about Lebanon or Israel?
Israel.
Okay. The point I'm making, I can keep going, but I think the point I'm making is, now if you're like this idea of like, I'm just very much against borders changing, period, like I'm just against it no matter what, fine. We can make that argument. I'm not even arguing that borders should change. I'm just saying hypothetically, what exactly would be wrong if Israel controlled more and these Islamist terrorist countries or failed states would go away?
That is for Israel to determine with itself without the American footing a lot of the brunt of what goes on there.
Okay. And that's good because
that's
America...
like, I don't mind when Iraq and Iran fought for decades and kind of balance each other out. We destabilize Iraq. Iran rises to become this much stronger than it was prior to us.
Okay, great,
taking out
because
Saddam.
America has made that very clear. In fact, the official American position right now is a two-state solution, which would be shrinking Israel. So I don't know where you're getting this, any idea whatsoever about this, like, oh,
I mean, the
America
annexation
is...
of the Golan Heights.
What about it?
I mean, that just took place. We're already seeing
Thank
the
you,
borders
Aaron.
grow.
What do you mean that just took place? That was in 1967, brother.
They gave those back.
No, they didn't. So in 1967, they took all of the Golan Heights. It was later that they worked from Security Resolution 232, 242. I'll get the exact resolution. But regardless, they talked about working with the surrounding areas to give back land for peace from both sides. They worked with the Assad regime at the time, Syria, and they came to a deal that they don't really recognize each other, but you don't cross our line, we won't cross yours. They give back a third of the Golan Heights, not the Golan Heights. That's not true. Israel took 2/3. What you mean to say is during the Trump administration, they recognized it, but they definitely had taken the Golan Heights 100% in 1967. But regardless, you're bringing up something from 60 years ago. I'm talking about Israel, or excuse me, the United States. You said the United States should not help with Greater Israel. The United States has not helped with that at all. And that's not even their official position at all. So again, you're just kind of saying things, and it's like you're expecting me to answer things that aren't even based in any policy, again, at all.
I hear you, but we're also talking about Iraq and Afghanistan and the boots on the ground that had nothing to do with 9/11, and we can talk about the corruption and all that stuff that happened there, but that's a lot of what took place.
Actually, I wouldn't say it had nothing to do with 9/11. We were literally attacking the group in those countries that were responsible for 9/11. But I agree, there was other goals on top of that, and also future security that were outside of 9/11. That's true, but the government never hid that. They never said otherwise. So again, I don't really know how to answer you. You're just saying things that...
I mean, the taking out of Iraq made another strong state weak, which was a threat to Israel's supremacy.
You do know Israel's the one that told us that we shouldn't invade Iraq, right? You understand that, right?
I could have sworn I saw a clip of Netanyahu saying if the world will have peace if we take out Iraq's leader, right?
Okay, well, first off, that's a completely different statement. He didn't say quite that. He didn't say we take out. He just said, yes, the world would be better without Saddam Hussein. That's an accurate statement. However, the chief of staff during the Bush administration specifically told us, and it wasn't just him, there was multiple people during the Bush administration that said that Israel told us that Iraq was not, even though they were bad, Saddam Hussein was bad, of course he was very bad, he was not the main threat, and that it was Iran that was trying to build up to start to expand their influence, throughout the Middle East, which you can't even say Israel was wrong, because from that moment, they literally were correct. Iran literally did that. So it's not even like you can say, why did Israel say that? They were literally correct, right? We can both agree to that. But they specifically said that they do not recommend. Of course, they're not going to be like, please don't do it. It's not good. They were just like, look, you want to do it. We're not going to complain. Iraq's bad. Saddam Hussein is awful. But they literally told us, confirmed by the Bush administration, to not invade Iraq, and that Iran was actually the threat, not Iraq. You can look this up if you don't believe me.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect that to happen. Take out both or none at all. They were counterbalanced.
I just find this like weird thing about like how people just don't think we're a sovereign country. That somehow Bush, Trump, whoever, any president, even our weaker presidents, like you guys think that Israel is telling them what to do, and they're like, okay, sure, yeah, no problem. Like,
it's not as much Israel as it is money tells them what to do and invest.
Sure, what money was given to the Bush administration to tell them to go into Iraq?
I mean, you're looking at Dick Cheney, who's pushing that mostly, and he worked heavily with defense contractors. I mean, it's corruption.
That's
just
Israel?
Throughout the system.
That's
I never
Israel?
said it was Israel.
So, actually, you did. You said we went in for Israel.
I said it helped destabilize the nation, which makes Israel a stronger presence.
So what?
Because there's less of a threat.
So what? That I agree. You said that after your first statement was that we did this for Israel. Yes, I agree. You said later that your example was that it made him stronger. Yes, just because Israel has an advantage from the same thing, which makes sense because we have the same fucking enemies. I mean, it's not a coincidence, but fine. I agree. You said that on top of this was for Israel. Are you taking that statement back? I'm confused.
I thought I was being pretty clear when it was just in help of the destabilization of the Middle East to increase Israel's power and projection and supremacy.
You're kind of saying it again. You're saying we did it not for our own strategic benefits, whether it was a failure or not. That's not the point. Our intention. You're saying we did it to help increase Israel's strength and influence in the Middle East.
it was more so for just whoever the political class was that was getting money. Like,
Very
why
confused.
they went to
I'm,
Iraq?
I'm very
What
confused.
is
So
beyond
first
me.
you say it's to increase Israel's strength and influence, and then earlier you said it was actually Dick Cheney's friends who were in the defense contracting business, which would be Americans, has nothing to do with Israel or Israelis. So can you just make your statement very, very clear, because you're all over the place right now.
I mean, I feel like I'm being pretty clear. Multiple things. Can be
Nobody,
true at
everyone
once.
in every chat, YouTube, X, everything is. Try it one more time. Was it because it was to make Dick Cheney's friends rich, or was it because they were trying to help Israel create a, I don't know, an oligarchy, or Israel's strength increase and influence in the Middle East? Can you just tell me, just directly, which one it was?
Both.
Okay, so you did say it was because of Israel, among other things, but that's a big one. Okay, so can you explain to me how Israel is the one that told us that Iraq was not something we should invade? That's not what they were talking about at all. Can you tell me why? And can you give me any information on why we can't just have this weird assumption that the strongest country in the world, the United States of America, is their own sovereign country? Why can't we just put the onus on the Bush administration for making that mistake? And why does it have to be... Well, actually, no, Bush did it because he was trying to help Israel become stronger. And can you give any proof of that whatsoever, or evidence?
The proof in what has been said by Bibi Netanyahu, where he said
That's not proof.
The Middle East would be a
It's not
better
proof.
place without Saddam.
Stop. So I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I don't think you understand what proof means. First off, Bibi Netanyahu said that when he was a civilian. He wasn't even in the government of Israel, right? It's insane to say, well, he was later a prime minister, so therefore I get to go back in time and use his... That's insane. That's like Trump saying something in the 80s and saying, well, because he later became a president, we're going to use that as a policymaker. That's insane. That's ridiculously insane. But regardless... I'm gonna ask you one more time. Maybe I should ask you if you know what the definition of proof and or evidence is. Someone saying something, especially something as vague as, by the way, he's literally correct. He literally said the world would be better without Saddam. He was evil. The multiple things he said, all of those are true. All of those are true, but that wasn't my question. I'm asking for evidence or proof that the Israeli government influenced the American government to, among other things, I know you mentioned Dick Cheney's friends getting rich. Okay, whatever. But the Israeli government influenced the American government. You need to do this. You need to send in your soldiers to Iraq to increase our strength and influence in the Middle East. And America going, okay, we got you. I don't know why you're gone. I need you to come back. I can't hear you when you're paused. You can also just be a man and say, you know what, I don't know, Nick. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's something I heard. Oh, and he ran away. Wow, I'm so shocked. Isn't it crazy, like, all these weird conspiracy theories? Look, I love a conspiracy as much as the next guy. I do. But, like, you have to... The problem with conspiracy theorists, they never hold their own standard to the opposite side. And what I mean by that is when you have a conspiracy theory like 9/11 truthers, for example... What they do is, how do I say? What they do is they kind of will look at something that is coincidental, and it could be true, it could not be, okay? And they will not hold that same standard that they do that with something that's in their favor, the narrative, the agenda. They won't do stuff on the things that actually debunk them. They don't have that same standard. They just kind of go, well, I mean, well, he said this, so, you know, coincidentally, it could be true. To the chat in YouTube, I have to admit this guest is actually not doing a bad job. He was doing an awful job. Nick is kind of pushing the debate into a corner. Yeah, see, John, that's the problem with your logic. That's literally what you're supposed to do in a debate. That's actually how debates are supposed to go. These weird online debates, which I understand I'm literally online doing a debate, but I'm trying my best to maintain a form of actual... I find a mix. In real debate, you actually just have a topic. You're not even allowed to, like, shift from it. I allow for a little bit of shift, but you're supposed to have... you're supposed to, if somebody brings up a point, you're not supposed to have them shift to this point and this point. You're supposed to corner one and actually go down the route until they say, I'm wrong, they prove me wrong, and I say I'm wrong, or we find some neutral ground, or they maybe say, you know what, Nick, that's fair, I don't know, I need to look more into it. Then we can shift, right? You don't get to You don't get to just like every time you're kind of losing an argument or you don't have an answer, you don't get to just like start to shift from topic to topic, right? So yes, of course I push the debate into one corner because I give them the advantage. With anyone who comes up here, I allow them to pick the topic. That's the whole point. So yeah, I'm giving them the advantage of picking the topic, and they should come back and answer that topic. They don't get to shift just because. Now, if they want to shift, then just be a man and say, hey, you know what? I don't actually know. That's fair, Nick. I don't actually know the answer. It's not conceding. It's just saying I don't actually have the answer to that. And then we can shift. Used to judge debate, can confirm, you lose points for an unaddressed rebuttal. Yeah, exactly. You don't get to do that. Now, again, I understand that this is online, so I try to have a little bit of a balance, right? I'm not like holding like a official, but yeah. John says, well, whenever he says something, you conclude that, well, BB said that when he was a civilian. Well, so actually, I don't know. Again, I don't think you're listening, dude. I said that once. How can you say whenever he said that, that's all I conclude with? I said that one time, and I feel like that's pretty important because he was attributed to the Israeli government. So don't you think it's pretty important to mention that the guy was a civilian? I mean, I don't... All right, maybe you're just a troll. I don't know. Or maybe you're just dumb. But yeah, of course that's an important... that's an important point to bring up. That doesn't make it less important. Yeah, it literally does make it less important because he wasn't attaching it to some random Israelis. He was attaching it specifically to the Israeli government. So if a guy is a civilian, just because he later becomes the prime minister, yes, of course that's an important point. Whose head is that on Nick's wall? Joking and also serious. That is my good friend Hebrew Hammer. Those on TikTok know him. You guys probably don't know him on YouTube. Maybe some of you do. He sent me that as a joke, and I told him I'd hang it. It's, and by the way, the head probably doesn't look that big, but it's actually pretty big. It's probably like this big. You can use some LED lighting in the background to put some color on the stream. 100%. I'm actually going to be moving my entire setup, which sucks because I do have a pretty super Whamadine setup. I'm going to move it to a separate room because I want to make like a podcast room. It'll allow me to have a little bit more freedom, a little bit more room and stuff. And I am going to order probably this week or next week an LED sign. The reason I like the LED signs, I see a lot of podcasters have it, is because it adds depth. It looks like it like adds depth when you're watching it from your guys' point of view, like on the screen. And I really like that look. So I will be getting an LED sign, probably something that says Nick Matau. Nothing crazy, but you know, we'll see. August, go ahead.
Yo, can you hear me?
Sure can.
I just want to say, big fan. I enjoyed the 2.5 hours of you roasting and going off at Sneeko. I have a question. I'm from Australia, and we have some people on social media who are also veterans. They claim from like the Middle East, but they're very against Israel. I'm really curious from your perspective, being a veteran yourself,
Sure.
why would they be against, especially if they fought for, you know, the West, being Australia or America, but they be against Israel or kind of
Look.
siding with Islamists?
I'm gonna be real with you, dude. It's not. I'm not happy saying it, but it's just true. And anyone who's a veteran can back me up in this. Honestly, there is a lot of people in the military that really just see it and as a job, and there's even some people. I'm not gonna say it's as common as like the average Californian or average American even, but it exists. Some that even don't even like the country. They're serving because it's a job, and they don't really necessarily have pride in it. Most people didn't join because they're like, hoo-yah, or you know, total pride. A lot of times it's somewhere in the middle. Like I see it as a job and I have pride in it. There are some people who are like, I joined just to serve my country. I love it, and they're really big gun-ho. But there's some people on the opposite spectrum. And especially with the newer generation for some reason is cozying up a lot more with Islamists, and they're definitely becoming more anti-Israel. When you mix that in, just because they join the military isn't necessarily going to shift that. And it's unfortunate. There's, like I said, when I was in the military, there was not a lot, but there's a decent amount that were just like they hated the country. They didn't like it. It was weird. I know what you're probably thinking, like how can you serve in the military? And hey, I don't know. It's just how they were.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Hey,
sense to me because
quick
oh, wait,
mod
sorry.
announcement. Being a wife, like the live, push it out. Let's make Nick famous. Show some love if you can. Thanks.
Yeah.
Is it right if I ask a few other questions? Is that
Yeah,
all right?
yeah. One more question. Or you can ask a couple actually.
All right, appreciate it. I was just gonna say, do you the follow up? But do you believe the horseshoe theory? I guess kind of like the whole thing about the right, the right being the far right being the exact same as like the woke left.
I do believe in the. Sorry, I don't know why I was confused with that. Yeah, the horseshoe theory. I do believe the horseshoe theory exists to an extent, but I don't think it's as black and white as people make it. I don't think it's like a totally same thing. But yeah, there's some things that can wrap around and they meet, for sure. And when it comes to Jews in Israel, that's obviously a big one. Islamist and cozying up to it, I don't see that as much. I see the woke right as not necessarily being pro like Islamists or even Islam. However, I think they, because of their hatred for Jews / Israel or both, they will at least ignore Islamism, if you will. Whereas the left, they totally cozy up. They fucking might as well be jumping in each other's skin and using it to destroy the West. But when it comes to Israel and Jews, yeah, that's like the number one thing, and I think anyone can agree with this, that splits those parties, and definitely where the horseshoe theory is not even a horseshoe, it's just a full-on circle, man.
Yeah, and like how would that play out in? Because I swear on my social media and a lot of people's social medias, if you don't have the woke left, you have the woke right, like the Nick Fuentes, the Myrons, the Sneakos, all those guys. So like, do you see it like moving forward? The hatred can like somewhat simmer down, or what would be the best way of like tackling that
Yeah,
issue?
I want to answer. Somebody says Tucker doesn't cozy up. Okay, yeah, Tucker does. I was talking more general, but you're right. If I get individuals, that's true. To answer your question, yeah, I think a lot of these kind of trends kind of die down and people kind of move on. It keeps kind of popping back up because, after the ceasefire in Gaza, it kind of started to die down. Then it popped back up because then, with Iran and... Look, I think anti-Semitism is a sleeping giant. It's something that exists and it'll always be big and it's always going to exist, but sometimes it just goes into a quiet sleep. I don't think, obviously some people definitely change their mind. They become anti-Semitic. I'm not saying that it's just people who are like not changing their mind. I'm just saying generally speaking, that's how I see anti-Semitism. It just needs to be woken up.
And this last one, just curiosity, which country in the West you reckon will be like the first to fall? Like Spain or Britain or France or Canada, Australia? What do you reckon? To Islam?
I mean, France is definitely the
UK at this
number
point.
one in terms of numbers. They have the most Muslims. However, I'm going to have to say the UK because the UK is accelerating their process through leftist ideology. And they have this idea of limiting free speech to an extreme amount.
Do you know how many Muslim mayors they have in the UK?
Right, but they don't hold that same standard to Muslims for some reason. And so, like, they arrested a Christian woman I saw, this was a while ago, and they arrested this Christian woman in the UK who was silently praying in her head. She wasn't praying out loud. She was just within a certain distance of an abortion clinic. And by the way, when I say certain distance, I'm not saying she was in front of the door, just kind of like doing this and making people, I guess, uncomfortable. I don't know why that would make people uncomfortable, but I'm just saying. But she was close enough. They go up to her and they're like, "Were you praying?" And she's like, "Well, I'm just in my head." And they arrested her for it. Except Muslims can go out into the streets in the UK, lay down their fucking little mat and block traffic and all this shit, and they don't get arrested. There was a guy in the UK that was arrested because they were, again, not right in front of a mosque, but near it. I think it was a construction site, actually, not even a full mosque. And they said, "We love bacon." I'm sure a lot of you saw this video. It was a bit ago, and that's all he says. He said, "We love bacon," and they arrested him for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
And I remember when I made a video on that, someone's like,
They also arrest people for saying things online. They come to your house and they take you to jail.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I don't know if you saw, but in Australia, we had Isaac Herzog come because of what happened in Bondi, with the shooting.
Right.
And they did this like counter protest, the Muslims outside of like in Sydney, and they started to, when the police told them to leave, they started to pray like on the ground. But I'm really proud that the police, they actually like physically removed them, because they play like a bit of a, play that card, the religious card of you can't touch me, I'm praying. But
right.
glad
So-
they did that. But
right. So I remember when I made that video about the We Love Bacon, and some Muslim in the chat was like, yeah, how would you like it if somebody went, not even in front of, but near a synagogue and said it? I'd be like, who fucking cares? And it does
Also,
fit
the
because
Jews wouldn't
don't
care either.
yeah, we wouldn't get offended.
Right, and it also kind of fits because Jews also don't, well, if they keep kosher, they also don't eat bacon. But I can't imagine any Jew would be like, oh my God, arrest this guy. They
Well,
would not
you know
care.
what
As long as you're not,
you know what the difference
as long
is?
as you're not, one second, please. As long as you're not, like severely harassing them, blocking them from going in, or assaulting them, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe.
But I appreciate it. But big fan.
The difference is that Jews understand when they're living in the West that they're going to be surrounded by people who are not like them, and that's it.
Right.
Like, there's bacon everywhere we go in America, and we don't fucking bother people about. Who cares?
Right,
that
it's
other people eat bacon.
It's insane. You know what Jews do, and this is why I really really like the Jewish people. When they go into countries, they're not looking to assimilate anyone, or sorry, proselytize anyone. They don't assimilate, but they don't look to proselytize anyone. They create their own communities, and no one can deny this. I don't care if you're the biggest anti-Semite in the world, the biggest Philo-Semite, whatever in between. And they create their own communities. They uplift their communities. They help each other. If they're like, hey, you know what? We eat kosher. They're not trying to change laws in New York City or other cities saying, no, you have to abide by our stuff because you're being hateful if you don't. They just are like, it's fine. We're going to make a kosher market over here. We're going to have our community over here. And by the way, you're more than welcome to come into the community. Gentiles go into kosher markets all the time because, let's be honest, their meat's really, the food's really good. It's more expensive, but it's really good. But
Did you ever hear a Jew say, you guys all have to eat kosher now? Like,
right, but the Muslims, what they do is they come into these cities and they start off, this is how it works with Muslims. When they're a small percentage, a very small minority, they're like the most agreeable people ever. Actually really pleasant. Very agreeable, very pleasant. They at least pretend to assimilate. And then once they get to a high percentage, especially majority in some of these cities, then they change the laws. Doesn't matter if they're still 50, 60%, whatever, that's not Muslim. They change the laws. They put in their people and they change it. Not to make a community where it's like, hey, here's a halal market, but hey, if you're not Muslim, here's your bacon over here. Go there. It's all good. We're good. Nope. They start changing all this stuff. And it's insane. It's insane, right? You are a minority, but you should not change it for the America. I'm not Christian. America is obviously a Christian country. And now when I say that, because everyone's like, it's not a Christian country because you're allowed to be freedom of religion. I'm not saying it's a Christian country as in nobody can be here unless you're Christian. There's a lot of people that do think that. They're absolutely hateful. I don't abide by that. That's ridiculous. I'm saying that it is majority Christian. Can we please stop getting offended? Now, this is more leftist. This isn't necessarily Muslims or Jews. Can we please stop getting offended when people say Merry Christmas? Can we please stop getting offended when you see Christmas decorations or cups and everything like that? It's fine. It's no shit. Most people are going to observe that in America because it's a Christian country, right? Stop trying to change the laws. And that's the thing about the Jewish people, right? They consistently, there's a lot of anti-Semites that I hear all the time. Well, Jews think they're the chosen one. They think they're better. And it's like, you know what? It's so funny how the only people you hear that from are Gentiles, right? Or maybe there's some like Yosef Mizrahi Jews that are hateful. The Jews are the only ones that don't proselytize. And I'm not saying, one second, please. I'm not saying that Christians, I get why they proselytize. I'm not saying that Muslims, I get why they do. I understand your religion is different. It's fine. Jews are the only ones that are saying that you have a place in the world to come as long as you're a good person. Obviously, you follow the 7 Noahide laws, which is for all men and women worldwide, Gentile or Jew, whatever. The Jews have the 613 mitzvot. They're the only ones that are like, just want to be left alone. Even if you actually go and say, hey, I'd like to be a part of your religion, they'll probably tell you no. They'll probably be like, why? What do you need to? You're good, bro. You don't need to. I mean, hey, if you really want to, I guess, but you don't need to. Christians are the ones that. Okay, go ahead, babe.
I wish the saying was not chosen people, but the choosing people, because that makes more sense.
No, it's chosen. But.
Nice. I gotta go real quick. I gotta go back to work, but I really appreciate it.
Yes, have a good one, brother. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this real quick. But yeah, like the Jewish people really is just like the only ones that are just like, I want to be left alone. Christians, again, I'm not saying I don't get it. Of course I get it. You believe in Jesus Christ. You believe that you should believe in him, or you will be. I mean, obviously some denominations say different things, but a lot of them will say you go to hell. And obviously from a Christian standpoint, I feel that. I love Christians. They're very loving. They see it as, I'm not necessarily talking about like Bible thumpers per se, but I'm just talking about most Christians. They see it as them being very loving to you. They see it as them trying to save you, and that's a very loving thing to do. Christians are very loving people. Where was I going with this? Yeah, but they believe like, hey, if you don't come here, you will be punished. Muslims believe if you don't come here, you will be punished. Jews are the only ones that say, no, that's not necessarily true. You don't have to be a Jew. You still will have a place in the world to come. They're the only Abrahamic religion that says that, and they're the only Abrahamic religion that gets attacked so much for people saying that I guess they're not like that. Oh, you think you're better than me? They're like the only ones that say, no, we literally are not better than you. We Christians will try, but if you don't want, we leave you alone. Exactly. I mean, dude, Christians are, I'll tell you something. Living in a neighborhood where it's a lot of Christians, you're going to have the nicest neighbors ever. Seriously. Even Mormons. I know a lot of people say they're not Christians. Mormons, don't get me wrong. I've read some of the beliefs of Mormons. No offense to the Mormons in the chat.
Wackadoodle, but they are so nice.
It's a little weird, but they are the nicest people in the world. They are the nicest people in the world. You live in any neighborhood that's like that, you're not going to have any problems whatsoever. In fact, you're going to have them. I remember on Christmas, they come up to my door. I don't know what denomination they were. I just knew they were Christians. And they give us cookies. And they also gave us their number and like, hey, we're your neighbor 3 houses down. If you need anything, if you need us to like, water your plants or watch something, if you're gone, let us know. So nice. And I was just kind of like, thank you. And then they were like, oh, what's this thing right here? And it's a mezuzah. And I'm like, oh, well, my wife is Jewish. This is a mezuzah. And I explained it to them, and they were just like, oh, that's amazing. They were super nice. Super nice. Thank you for the
Nick,
super.
Did you hear anything about the Catholic Church asking to excommunicate Candace?
I did. Well, not. I'll answer in a second. But first, made me smile. 1. Thank you for the super chat. I was at a Trump rally wearing a kippah. A reporter asked me if I was offended. He said, "Merry Christmas, not Happy Hanukkah." I said no. Crowd is majority Christian. Reporter was mad. Didn't get content. Yeah, I don't really know any Jews. There might be some out there. I'm sure there is. There's 16 million Jews, but I don't know any Jews that would actually get offended by that. I know maybe some Jews, or someone says Merry Christmas, they say Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah at most, but they just say Merry Christmas back.
As the Jew on the panel, I will tell you, if somebody comes up to me and says Merry Christmas, all I do is say Merry Christmas. Like, it's really not that hard.
Right. It's like, it reminds me of like leftists or atheists, kind of the same thing sometimes. When someone says like bless you. And now people don't do it as much anymore, but I remember like in the 2000s and maybe even 90s, someone would be like, bless you. And they'd be like, I'm not religious. I mean, yeah, man, shut up. Shut up. That person, when they said bless you or Jesus loves you, right? When somebody comes up and says Jesus loves you, right? Okay, some people weaponize it and they're not like really.
Not like they're saying Jesus hates you.
Right. But like Christians who come up to you and say Jesus loves you, or if someone says bless you, just say thank you. That's it, because what they're doing is they're saying something nice to you and loving to you. It's as simple as that. There's no this like, well, I'm Muslim, I'm Jewish, or I'm atheist, who cares? Jesus loves you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right. Anyways, rant over. All right, let's go into some You Mingle. I know you guys like that. Trying to find some people.
How do you say Merry Christmas in Hebrew? Anybody?
You're the Hebrew speaker, not me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had to say it in Hebrew as my thing, so I don't. Christmas Sameach? Like, what do you say? Happy Christmas? Chag Mulad Sameach? Huh. Thank you, guys. Chag Mulad Sameach.
All right. Let's try to find some people on.
Chag Molad Sameach. Is that better?
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, man?
Chag Molad. Sorry.
Bro,
it's the Vav.
Just keep your fucking opinion to your fucking self. Nobody cares if you hate Islam, if you like Islam. Nobody fucking cares. You're still going to hell anyways.
Yeah, I mean, why can't I
Yeah,
talk about it
exactly.
though? Oh man, he ran away. Just so everyone knows, that's a guy that I debated and absolutely demolished him in, and he was all like at the end super nice and cordial, and he was kind of saying, oh, you know what, maybe you're right, you know a lot more about Islam than me, and then he now just was like, oh, you're gonna go into hell and you're gonna fucking burn. It's yeah, it's very interesting.
You talking about me or about...
What? No, not you.
I thought you were talking about me.
More people seem to know who you are now too, so.
Yeah. Anyways, what's up, man? Okay, you're going too, I guess. Hello.
Yo.
How old are you?
19, bro.
You're 19? Oh, okay. You're in. It says Palestine. Where in Palestine are you from?
Ramallah.
Ramallah. I've been to
Yeah.
Ramallah.
How you like it?
It's nice. The mall you guys just built is really nice. It's just a little
The
weird
Icon.
because what's up?
Icon Mall, right?
Yeah, that one. It's really nice. Those that haven't seen it, go look up the Ramallah Mall. They say they live in apartheid and they live in all this like terrible conditions, and they built a mall that's nicer than like 90% of malls in the world. It's crazy. Anyways, so you born and raised there? Oh, you just moved there?
New York. Nah, I'm visiting.
Oh, you're visiting?
Yeah, bro.
Is it your first time there, or
Been plenty of times, bro.
have you ever been in Israel? You like it there or no?
Jerusalem, yeah, I like it.
Jerusalem is very nice. That's true.
Yeah.
You been to the Dome of the Rock or Al-Aqsa?
I've been to Al-Aqsa, yeah. I'm there.
I went there once. It was about a year ago. Not quite. A little less than a year ago. I was at the Al-Aqsa and the Dome of the Rock.
What is the Dome of the Rock? The where you kiss the wall?
You don't know what the Dome of the Rock is? It's the Golden Dome, right next to Al-Aqsa. You know, Al-Aqsa is the mosque towards the right. The Dome of the Rock's the one in the center, the Golden Dome.
That's where you guys kiss the wall?
Well, first off, I'm not Jewish. I don't know what you mean by you guys, but no,
Oh, I thought you were
the
Jewish.
wall is below it. The Dome of the Rock is what the Muslims built on top of the Jews' holiest site when they colonized and conquered that land. They built that on top of it. You know what I'm talking about? The Golden Dome? How do you not know this? You're Muslim. Here, I'll show you right now, so you can see it.
I have the picture
Dome of the
over
Rock.
there.
This thing, brother. Oh wait, sorry, wrong camera. This Dome of the Rock.
That's Al-Aqsa.
No, that's not. Al-Aqsa is the mosque. The Dome of the Rock is where they have that rock that's suspended inside that they believe
Where's
is
the
like
rock?
divine. Huh?
Where's
I'll
the rock?
I'll show you Al-Aqsa Mosque. It's insane how I'm teaching you this. You're the Muslim, not me. But I got you, brother. You said you've been there so many times you don't know the difference. This is Al-Aqsa.
I'm
That's
making
Al-Aqsa.
myself big for 5 seconds.
It's no, don't do that. Don't do that, babe.
No. Okay.
Because it messes with the YouTube. Anyways, that's the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Mm.
Here, babe, you can just
Is
send
that
it
a-
to me, and I can.
Is that an Israeli and Iranian flag in the back?
Yeah, that's the Israeli and Persian flag. Yeah, that's true.
You're Iranian?
Nope, I just support them. I support Israel. I support the Iranians.
How do you support both though? Like, how does that work?
Because they have a similar enemy, which is Islamic regimes like the IRGC. So I support them against their fight against the Islamists. Do you not support the Iranian people? They killed
sent you the
30,000.
photo.
They killed 30,000 people for protesting in just days. You don't support the Iranian people trying to free themselves from this disgusting Islamic regime? Look, that's me right there. Behind me is the Dome of the Rock. Anyways, you don't support the Iranian people trying
Why do
to.
you call it Dome of the Rock, bro? It's called Masjid al-Aqsa, bro.
Okay, so you're wrong. I don't know what to tell you. Al-Aqsa is the mosque that's next to it. I just showed you, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
There
I'll
is
show
no
you.
mosque next to it, bro.
Are you fucking?
What is wrong with him?
God, dude.
Fucking retarded, nigga.
Dude, look at this. Do you just do me a favor? Read what that says. I know it's backwards, but I'm certain you can see it. What does it say?
Okay.
Al-Aqsa Mosque, right? Okay, let's scroll. Let's click that picture. Do you see it?
Zoom in, bro. Zoom in.
Oh my fucking god. Sure, no problem. You see how it's not gold? You see how that's like gray? You understand it's different, right? Here, I'll show you the whole thing all together.
Bro, why are you getting so mad, nigga? It's not that
Because
big of a
you're
deal.
over here telling me I'm wrong, and it's insane how I'm teaching a Muslim about his own. You understand that's your third holiest site in the world? Like, isn't it insane that I'm teaching you
Wait,
this?
hold on. What's the first though?
Mecca! How do you not know? Are you sure you're Muslim?
What's the second?
Yathrib, Medina. It's called Medina today. It was called Yathrib at the time. It's the Prophet's mosque.
Do you not realize I'm rage baiting you, bro?
No, you're not. See, this is what they do. They get shit wrong, and then they go, "Oh, I was just kidding." Look.
I thought I was kidding.
Yeah. All right, dude.
Really? That's Masjid al-Aqsa, right?
This guy is so dumb, dude. Anyways, thank you for the super chat. He said, you should switch your name to Imam Nick. You're educating these bozos like Sneeko on their own religion. I know, dude. It's so insane how little these
Yeah, we
fucking
do call
dudes
him
know.
Abu Nazir.
You're streaming,
sometimes.
bro?
Yeah.
Well, what's your Twitch?
I'm not on Twitch. I'm on YouTube, X, and TikTok.
Hold on, let me see your YouTube. What's your YouTube?
Nick Matau.
How many subscribers you got?
I don't know. Check. It's been growing a lot because I debated Sneeko, and so it's been growing every day.
Oh, so you debated Sneeko?
Yeah, and I fucking destroyed his ass, and he blocked me.
Nick Matan?
Matau. Nickmatau. Like that. I know it's backwards, but I'm at about 11.5 thousand subscribers. Only on
Where's your
YouTube, we're at 250 watching. X is where there's, I think, 1,000 people watching. What?
On Twitter?
Yes. I gotta be honest, you're kind of boring me, bro. Do you have any other things?
Or you can stream on Twitter, though?
I just fucking said yes, dude. What do you...
How the fuck do you stream on Twitter, though, nigga?
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Dude, you are so fucking white. Like, it's insane.
I'm not white, bro.
You-
Yo, chat, am I
You
white or
see,
black?
do you see your face? You're white.
Chat, am I
You and I
nigga?
have the same skin tone, and I'm also
Nah, bro.
white. I mean, I'm a lot of things, but, you know, I'm
Bro,
saying
I
skin
literally heard
color.
Bro, just because you're on stream, I literally heard you say nigga off stream, bro. Stop trying to act
You've never heard... You heard it off stream? How did you...
but
You and I
nah,
don't know
bro.
each other.
He literally never says that.
I heard you say nigga. Stop fucking lying now, nigga.
He doesn't say
I like how he doesn't... He didn't even know who I was, and he asked me for the... for my name, and now he's
What?
like, "Oh, I
For
heard
what?
you off stream. I heard you off stream." This guy's funny. Anyways, what's that? What am I looking at?
This guy was just on live. I'm about to troll him.
That guy was on your live? The guy with the curly hair? The IDF
Yeah, the
soldier?
curly hair. The curly hair.
Okay. What does that mean? I don't get what you're telling me right now.
Well, that's
Oh, alright. What did you just say? Are you doing some kind of like witchcraft, voodoo? You speaking the devil's tongue right now? I don't know. You started making
speaking
weird
Hebrew.
devil's language.
I'm speaking Hebrew.
That definitely wasn't Hebrew, bro. That was some kind of
Shech
satanic
lamech
shit.
lamech, shalom bochon toshach lamech.
That
He
was not.
didn't say
That's,
anything.
yeah, you didn't.
I love this girl.
What's up? you're frozen. Let's move on. What's up?
I like Israel.
Yeah, I like Israel. You like Israel? Oh, I guess he doesn't like Israel.
Israel. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
Are you Iranian or Christian or American or Jewish? Or...
I'm American.
What about the flags? That's the Zoroastrian, the Persian flag.
Yeah, I support them.
You support the Persians?
That's what I said.
Are you Christian? What are you?
I'm Nick.
What's that?
It's just me. That's it. I'm a person.
Just you. You just exist.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
I don't know. Do you love Israel?
No, I just have the flag up.
Oh, you want to burn it later, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yep, you nailed it. You fucking got it. You're so smart.
Yeah.
Alright. Jesus Christ, man. Fucking boring people today. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's you.
Yo,
I was
what's
trying
up?
to figure out. What's up, man? I was trying to figure out, like, who the AI photo was, but then I saw you walking up. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's you. You and I have talked before a couple times.
Yeah, I'm just getting all of them very heated on here, and they're just so angry.
Yeah. Did you see my debate with Sneeko?
I saw clips of it, and you wrecked him, man.
Yeah. It was a fun time.
Yeah, very, very easily you wrecked him.
Yeah. It's not like it's really that impressive, honestly. Everyone's just like, good job. I'm like, well, I mean, I feel like anyone could have, but thank you. But I found him on Omi, not on Umingle.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, brother.
You know, the guy, he's so close to Andrew Tate. He's a self-proclaimed Muslim for the last like 5 years, and he has such a big influence and following, and you just destroyed him so easily. I don't get that, man. I don't get how people like him that much.
I don't either, brother. It's insane. Yeah, that guy doesn't know shit about Islam. In fact, he did worse even in the Israel-Palestine section of the debate. He did worse than 90% of even just people that come up randomly on TikTok. He was awful.
Yeah, that wasn't set up, by the way.
No. I wasn't like necessarily stream sniping him, but like someone's like, hey, he's on Omi TV, and so I was just kind of like, all right, I'll cycle through Omi TV, but I'm not looking for him. If I connect with him, great, but I'm not gonna like click because it's just gonna take forever. And so I talked with a couple people, and then I skipped, and then I connected with him, and I was kind of shocked because I was like, what are the odds?
That's crazy, man. And it lasted 2 hours too.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even know. It felt like it was only an hour, maybe a little over an hour in, and then after I was just like, damn, that shit was 2 hours long. That's crazy.
All organic, like not even a setup interview. That is crazy, man.
Yeah, but now everyone wants to do a setup interview. Now Kenny Ko wants to debate me. Jake Shields, I offered to debate, and that is a bitch. He was like, because I know someone who knows him. And he's like, yeah, I'll ask him. And then he got back to me. He's like, oh, yeah, Jake Shields said no. And I'm like, what a bitch. And I even offered a 2v1. I was like, you and Kenny Ko versus me. And I'm like, and he still said no. Now we're trying to get Kenny Ko and Dan Blazarian to debate me.
Oh, it'd be
2v1.
nice if you got down Dan Bilzerian, that retarded. He's Armenian and he's anti-Semitic. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
bro.
he's
How are you
awful.
Armenian and hate Israel.
I know, I'm with you. So I also got reached out to by not Myron Gaines, but the other guy on the Fit and Fresh podcast. But I haven't reached back out. I don't know what he wants. Somebody was saying that he has another thing that he wants to do, and he like hates Sneeko, so maybe he wants to like talk about that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm streaming right now on YouTube, X, and TikTok, so I'm gonna try to find some opposition. But you take care, brother. Okay.
Okay, cool. You too, Nick.
Peace,
God
man.
bless you, bro.
Yeah. Salam.
What's up, bro?
Hello.
Yo, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yo, you debated Sneeko. That's crazy.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, you smoked him. But
I...
he's kind of
Yeah.
retarded, not gonna lie.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it wasn't. It did feel a little like a bit of a hate crime. Like I was beating up on a
Right, I feel
special
like you have
needs
to be a
kid.
little bit like self-aware of like your level of knowledge or whatever, and like choose to not engage in these conversations when you're not.
Honestly, I think he thinks he won though, even though he blocked me on X. But like I think he thinks he won because he uploaded it on his channel. Which, hey, props to him. His whole channel, like if you go to those comment section on his YouTube channel, literally everyone in the comment section besides like 2 or 3 people are like, you lost. Like, I'm a fan of yours, you lost. And he has like way more comments than he does even likes. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll give him props for keeping it up. I would have deleted it.
You stream, right?
Yeah, right now I'm on YouTube, X, and TikTok.
What's your channel? I just saw the clips on Twitter, but
My YouTube channel is just Nick Mattel. I'll type it in the chat. If you go on, you can also find Nick Mattel on X, or maybe it's Nick_Mattel on X. I don't know, but you'll find it. On TikTok, it's Nick Mattel Live.
all right.
Yeah, man.
All right, see you, man. Take care.
Peace, bro.
Sneeko made it worse for himself when he blocked you.
Yeah, I don't know why he blocked me. I was done with him.
Because he was the one posting clips of you.
Posted a couple, but to be fair, I don't think he posts them. I think he just has someone does it for him. Yo, what's up, man? Man, dude has a fucked up haircut. It's crazy. What's up?
By the way, everybody check out the Israel entry this year for Eurovision.
Yeah.
It's kind of a banger.
Real quick, thank you for the super chat, David Solovi. You can't post the Sneeko video on YouTube. You'll get banned for showing an unaliving. That's hilarious. Good going. That's awesome. Good job, man. I appreciate that. That's funny. It's David.
What up, bro?
What's up, man? What the hell are you showing?
Females, don't scare them.
Are you good, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
No, just chilling, bro. Yeah. How about you?
Can't complain. Real quick, Musa in the chat, you said, why don't you debate Hamza? Yeah, sure, I'll debate anyone. Just set it up. Isn't that the guy that debates like 5-year-olds though? Like his pinned videos of him debating like a 5-year-old?
I think the beta is really egotistical.
I'm sorry, what's up, man? No. I'm pretty. Hamza's the one with the glasses,
Yeah.
right? I know. I feel like I always ask this, but I keep forgetting. That's the guy with the glasses that debates like 5 or 6-year-old kids. Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, sure, I'll debate him. No problem. He has to know that I'm not a 5-year-old kid. What's up, man?
What's up?
I can't complain.
It's good to hear, man. How are
What's up?
What are you doing?
Streaming right now.
Streaming? What are you streaming on?
YouTube, X, and TikTok.
Oh, what's your YouTube?
Nick Matau.
Nick Matau?
Matau, M-A-T-A-U.
Hold on, give me a second. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's not letting me use my keyboard. Maybe I'll just use this.
What?
What do you like normally stream?
Like, what do I talk about, you mean?
Yeah, with some of the content I could expect.
Israel, Palestine, geopolitics, Iran, conservative news, stuff like that.
Oh.
Thanks for the super chat. Official, what was what was your rate? I was an MMN1. Actually, I got to MMNC select, technically.
You said M-A-T-E-L?
M-A-T-A-U. Mike Alpha Tango Alpha Uniform.
Oh, I see it. We got a pretty good amount of subscribers.
Yeah, it's because I debated Sneeko recently, so my subscribers kind of doubled in a day. Or maybe even more, actually.
Debated Sneeko. What was the position you were taking up?
Pro-Israel.
Pro-Israel?
Yep.
Ah. Okay. In what sense?
I am pro... What are you asking?
Like pro-Israel on what particular stance?
I don't know. He kept deflecting to like a billion different topics, and I just kept knocking him out of the park. but generally speaking, we talked a little bit about history. October 7th, he called it a genocide and every other buzzword, and I explained to him why he was an idiot, and then he blocked me on Twitter.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
I fucking crushed him.
yeah, I mean, but like, not just a debate. When you say you're pro-Israel, does that mean in every like policy? I guess
I think sometimes they go a little too soft.
you go a little too soft.
They do, and I think it prolongs wars out a little bit too long. I think they capitulate a little bit too much. But no, I mean, I don't think I think it's insane to ask 100% of any, like, who agrees with 100% of anyone? Like, I love America; it's the greatest country in the world. But do I agree with 100% of what we do? No, of course not.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah, if I was, keep going.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I love the new Iran. Iran is like, I'm very supportive of Iran.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love the people. I love the freedom you guys have. I support that every day. I was one of the people that protested in here in Toronto.
Really?
Okay,
Wow.
Iranian.
Hey, WU, man, that's awesome.
I was talking to someone from Iran, but he was kind of like he was supporting Ayatollah. You know, was like, why would you support Ayatollah? Then he goes like, because I'm Shi'i. And I'm like, what does that has to do with it? Are you
Right.
streaming?
Yeah.
On what platform?
YouTube, X, and TikTok.
Can I have your TikTok?
Yeah, I'll type it in the chat.
Thank you. So, are you from Israel?
Nope, I'm American. I'm not even Israeli, bro. Or Jewish. I just support Israel. Israeli, bro. Or Jewish. Oh. What's up, man?
What's up?
How are you?
How you doing?
Can't complain.
Did you debate Sneaker recently?
Yep, sure did.
You won.
Me, of course.
Yeah, you getting good views of that?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Are you getting good views of that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going pretty viral. Obviously, like every other person, it seems to be like, they're like, oh, I saw your debate. I saw your debate.
This is the Australian guy.
You're the Australian guy.
You used to, yeah.
You remember?
Honestly, no. My chat does, though.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Where?
TikTok, X, and YouTube.
What's your channel name?
I'll type it in the chat. Wait, on TikTok or YouTube? Or X? Here's my YouTube.
Whatever.
You can watch the full debate with Sneeko. It's on there if you want to see it.
What's the chat saying now?
I love this guy. He was nice. A fellow Aussie. The YouTube chat is just shitting on Sneeko, I think.
That's what's up. Appreciate it. Yeah, good to see you again, man. I'll check out your channel.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too, B.
Peace.
Maybe in the TikTok chat, you have somebody that says, "Yay, hell yeah, I love it, Talofa Samoa," because
hell no, twin.
Oh,
they asked if
Talofa.
your last name was
The fuck up, bitch.
Yes, my name
Shut the
is
fuck up.
my name is
Shut the
Samoan.
fuck
That's
up.
true. It's actually Matatia.
You know what's my name?
All right, hold on one sec. What, dude? What? I wasn't even talking to you. What do you want?
Oh, who was you talking to?
My chat.
Yo, what up, chat?
No, I don't know
Yo.
your name. Why would I know who you are?
Hold on. What's your Twitch?
I'm not on Twitch.
Okay, what the fuck is your name? Username.
Jeez, what the fuck's wrong with? Oh, you're Arab. You're aggressive. Never mind. I was gonna ask what was wrong with you, but I just assume most of you are aggressive. Not all of you, but most are just very aggressive
Okay.
people. My name's Nick
Wait.
Matau.
Nick what?
Matau, Matau. But can you do me a favor? You live in the West, right? You're in the United States.
Yeah.
Can you tell your people to start assimilating a little bit and stop being so fucking aggressive at every single little thing? Like, you guys are aggressive people. Just relax.
Oh, you fucking.
See, I told you. See, he's aggressive already. See? See what I'm saying, Chad? They literally prove me right. I'll literally tell them to relax, and they prove me right.
Bro, listen. He did not take his medication today.
Oh, you guys need meds. That makes sense. Don't you agree with me? You guys are kind of aggressive. Like, just now, I'm, like, speaking with you normally, and you're just like, oh, shut the fuck up. It's just like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?
Yo, bro.
You guys think you're, like, all hood or something.
Yo, bro. Yo, cuz. You about to make me crash out.
It's not very hard to make you guys crash out.
Listen. Just give me your fucking username, you cuck.
I already fucking did. Dude, I'm from Compton. I'm from Compton originally, and I still don't act this way. These people act like they're all from the hood when they're all from fucking like Syria or Palestine or some shit.
Nah, guess where I'm from.
Fuck, I don't care, dude. I'm gonna forget you
Dearborn?
exist.
Yo,
yeah, is it Dearborn?
No.
Wow, big shock.
No.
I don't know. Let's name other shithole fucking cities. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Detroit. Is it Michigan? At least, like somewhere in Michigan. I don't know, bro.
I'm from Alabama.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm fucking lying. I'm from the big New York.
Oh wow, I'm so shocked. Never from New York or New Jersey. How many times do I have to give it to you? I said it 3 times. Nick Matau.
How the fuck you spell Matau? Whatever that fucking shit.
God, dude, they're so dumb. All right, I'm gonna move on, bro. You're just aggressive and dumb.
Don't leave me, don't.
Should have said Patterson. That's a good one. New York chat.
New York.
What are you?
New York, New Jersey.
Embarrassing.
What am I? I'm Nick.
No. Ethnic.
Don't even show your face. I don't even know. There's no reason to even turn the camera on. Ethnic. I am Italian, Spanish, Mexican. A lot of shit. I'm a mutt, bro.
Why you have Iran in the background?
I support the Iranian people.
He's in my room.
That chick was an Arab. She said Iran. Oh, you have Iran?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Palestine. What's up, Palestine? Palestine teasy.
Where are you from?
Syria.
Yes, nice man. From bro.
Hey, I thought Palestinians were brown. You're fucking white as shit. That's what they keep telling us in the West.
Yo, you love Israel.
Yeah.
Fuck you, nigga.
Oh, whoa. Why are you being so aggressive for? See, this is why I support
'Cause you
Israelis. Israelis are always right. I'm not Israeli, but they're right about you guys.
No, wait,
I'm
wait,
being
wait.
nice.
Okay.
I'm just having a conversation with you, and you say fuck you.
No, bro.
You
You're
know
not
what?
having controversy.
Whatever. I hope Israel annexes you guys. Fuck you. You guys are aggressive.
See, that's why you're dumb, nigga.
Nope, I
That's
didn't.
why
No,
you're
I was
dumb.
pro two-state solution until you did that. Now I'm fuck the two-state solution. I hope it's all Israel now.
I said, fuck you.
Yep. Now I'm not two-state
Okay.
solution anymore.
I said, fuck you. I didn't tell
Bro,
you die.
you do me
I
a
didn't
favor.
tell
Can you do me a
I'm
favor?
I'm doing you a favor
can you get a
because you got no
chapstick?
bitches, nigga.
I'm trying
You
to.
got no bitches. I said fuck you because
I'm just gonna mute you real quick because you're just being like very 9/11-y right now. Can you just put on some chapstick, bro? Like your fucking lips. Holy shit, dude. Shit's cracked.
I was just gonna tell you to tell him to put some fucking.
I don't even normally recognize shit like that, but I
Vaseline
recognize
on
that
his fucking lips or
immediately. What's up, man?
Oh, you got a Jewish flag behind you, dog?
Well, it's not Jewish, it's Israeli, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Israeli, Jewish, same shit.
It's not the same, but I got you.
It's disgusting.
Why is it disgusting?
Because
Cool
Israelis are
wispy-ass
fucking
beard,
disgusting.
dude.
Netanyahu's fucking disgusting.
Can you
They
be
need
more
to be
specific?
destroyed.
Okay, I got you,
They're
but
a
why?
3,000-year-old death cult that
He has
is
a
literally
see-through
committing
beard.
genocide as we speak. And you're gonna say
Holy
it's not
shit, you have a
disgusting?
beard! I didn't even notice it was see-through. What the fuck's wrong with that? What is going on right there? Well, you can't grow
You're
an actual
Israeli, though,
beard?
right?
No,
You're Israeli, though,
I'm,
right?
I'm literally American, bro.
You're an Israeli supporter? No?
I do support them, but I'm not
You should be
Israeli.
you should be shot in the line with them because you're a
Alright,
traitor to
cool.
your race, you fucking faggot.
My race? What's my race?
You got white skin, don't you?
I mean, all right, sure. I'm Italian and Spanish. I mean, you're saying I should go back to Italy and Spain? Is that what you're saying? Always that inbred looking motherfucker.
Oh,
just say
there
that
we
shit,
go.
dude. It's crazy.
There we go.
Wait, hold on one second. What's up?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Yeah, so you got 3 flags behind you. Which one do you support? The American, the Iranian, or the Israeli one? Which
Let
one?
me just ask you a quick question. If someone hangs a flag up, would someone do that if they didn't support
Nah, but which one do you support the most?
America? Of course, I'm American, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's the biggest
Yeah,
one. But yeah, obviously I support all
No,
three.
the Israeli flag should be the biggest one, bro.
Well, I'm not Israeli, bro. I support Israel a lot. I have a whole entire channel based off supporting Israel. But that being said,
Why?
I'm an
What
American.
about-
I served. Hold
what
on,
about
brother. Hold
Israel
on,
do you
brother.
support?
What? Just relax. I served
I'm just asking questions.
Oh my god, yeah, but you asked me right in the middle of my response. I served in the U.S. military for 12 years, so of course I support. Anyways, what's your question? Without your little giggle, why are you
Not more than
giggling?
he's done.
Why is he giggling?
So
He's
what
literally
about Israel
giggling
do you
right now.
support?
What the
bro?
fuck kind of man giggles?
What about Israel do you support?
All of it, dude. The more I speak with you, shit, I'm supporting him more and more.
No, I know more than you know about anything, bro. So just talk to me real quick. We
Okay,
can
I
we can have a conversation.
guarantee you do not know more than me about Israel.
So you said you were in the military, right? Who'd you fight for? America or Israel?
I already answered this question.
Based
Are you
on
good,
your answer,
bro?
then I know if you're a retard or not.
I already answered the question. I said I was in the U.S. military for 12 years. What is wrong with you? This is insane. Are you high
US
right
military?
now? Like, that's the only way you can be this dumb right now.
I'm more sober than you.
Well, then
bro.
that's insane, dude. So you're actually just dumb? This is just you sober?
So you fought for America or you
Oh
fought for
my
Israel?
fucking god. I've answered this 3 times. Well, I don't understand. Is this dude fucking crazy?
You don't even know.
I'm gonna move on, all right? I'm gonna move on.
Who controls the American government?
I do. Me. It's literally
Yeah,
just me.
yeah.
It's actually just me. The Jews blame the Arabs blame the Jews. It's actually me. Honestly, that's the real answer. What's up, man? Oh. No, hey, what's up, man? Oh. Hey, what's up, man?
Why do you have both the flags up? What's going on there?
When you say both, do you mean all 3? Because there's 3 flags.
Yeah, but I was talking about the ones that are on the U.S. flag.
Oh, why do I have both? I feel like you can answer that question if you think about it for more than 5 seconds.
No, I can't.
Then I don't think it's worth having the conversation. Like, if you really can't figure that out with context clues, it's just not worth it. I should start doing, like, litmus tests if people are smart enough to have a conversation worth it or not. Hey, what's up, man? I'm good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I like all your flags.
Thanks, man. I like your bed sheet.
Nothing. Yeah.
Is it bed sheet, I think? I don't know.
Yeah, it covers up. This is a storage room in like
Oh,
my
okay.
basement because people are sleeping in my house.
Fair enough. Cool, man. What's your hat say?
It says Grey Day. It's from a band I like.
Nice. Anyway, brother, I appreciate your support and all that, and have a blessed day.
You too.
Peace. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? They just keep skipping. Hey, how you guys doing? Wait, don't skip. Oh, damn it. Oh man, that's crazy. Hey, what's up, man?
That's one.
Can't complain.
I said, what's up?
Can't complain. How's life?
Shit. Us right now. My ex bought me some new clothes.
Your ex bought you clothes?
Yeah, she trying to definitely anything.
You're breaking in and out. What'd you say?
I'm seeing it right now.
Oh.
Like, my ex bought me some shoes and pants.
That's crazy. Are you Arab?
I'm half.
What's the other half?
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Mexican. Yeah. They
Those are nice.
cost $204.
All right, that's kind of crazy. She bought you $204 pants because she wants to get back with you?
Yeah, and these shoes cost $120.
Do you feel kind of cucked a little bit? I don't usually the man buys stuff, not the other way around.
She wants to get back with me. She already sent me gifts, and I'm like,
That seems like a man thing to do. Like, I want to get back with you, so you buy her stuff, buy her flowers, maybe. I'm not saying that's the most effective way. I'm just saying that sounds like a man thing to do. You're saying the woman's doing that?
yeah, a woman's doing that to me. Sounds crazy for real.
A little crazy. Are you Palestinian? Are you Arab Israeli or something? I don't understand. You have both Israel and Palestine.
No, I got Palestine, Mexico.
Ah, so you're Palestinian, which is Arab essentially, and you're Mexican. That's cool. Have you ever been to Israel or the Palestinian territories?
People say he looks like a Mexican Drake.
What'd you say?
I lived in Palestine for 6 years.
Where?
In Ramallah.
Why is that every time I talk with someone that says they're from Palestine, it's always Ramallah? Like 99%. You guys can't all be from Ramallah. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying someone's lying.
No, because, like, it's popular. You feel me?
Yeah, but it's not that popular. I've been to Ramallah. It's not like 99% of Palestinians live in Ramallah.
Yeah,
Anyways, when's the last time you were in Ramallah?
2025.
That was last year, bro. I don't know why you gotta think about that.
Last 2025.
Did you go to the new mall they just built?
Icon.
Yeah.
Is he a Christian or a Muslim?
Isn't that crazy how they say they're like going through an apartheid and all this like crazy shit, but that mall's nicer than like 99% of malls in the world?
Is he Christian or Muslim? Because
I'll
he's
get it,
Mexican.
babe. 1 second. Huh?
It looks good. You feel me? It's really nice, but like in the whole world,
it's one of the nicest in the world. It's really nice. It's definitely a lot nicer than people going through an apartheid or whatever. Are you Christian or Muslim or atheist?
I'm Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, his mom is probably the
Real quick, thanks to the super chat official. You said, Nick, you left one question unanswered. Israel, Iran, America, which you support more? I definitely didn't leave that question unanswered. I said America, but maybe you missed it. Yeah, I'm live right now.
Like on TikTok or?
TikTok, X, and YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up, chat?
Yeah. Have you ever been inside of the Israel proper? Oh, officially, you were just joking. My bad. Israel proper, you ever been inside of it? Like Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, I don't know, Haifa? Damn, you should go. It's nice. It's nice.
I'm trying to go to Jerusalem, to the Aqsa Mosque.
I was there too last year.
I heard that like they closed Israel closed it, but
Definitely
I'm
not,
sure.
bro. It's definitely still open. I don't know where you heard that.
Period of time.
No, it's open every day, bro. If you're Muslim, you can go whenever you want. But if you're not Muslim, you're only allowed to go during certain times because, again, they call it an apartheid, but Jews are not allowed to go on their holiest spot unless it's pre-approved, whereas Muslims can go up there whenever they want. It's crazy, huh? All right, brother. Well, you stay safe.
You too. Stay blessed.
Bye. He was a nice guy.
Assalamu. Oh no, it's a fucking kike. I see the Star of David right there.
I'm not Jewish, bro.
Fuck Israel.
Why are you so aggressive? Are you Muslim?
Free Palestine. Free
You're
Palestine.
Muslim,
I
aren't
want
you?
to slaughter Jews, bro. I want to slaughter Jews.
Are you Muslim?
Yes, yes. I converted when I was 14.
That makes sense why you're so aggressive. You guys are barbaric people.
No.
You're
Kikes
literally
are barbaric
being
people.
okay, but I'm over here like just trying to have a conversation. You're over here just like screaming immediately. It's like calm down, bro.
And I'm a white guy as well, by the way.
I can
I'm
tell.
white.
You don't have to. I can tell by your voice and your
No,
face.
I'm saying.
Right,
White
that's what I'm
guys
saying.
are
It's
just
Islam.
naturally
It's
by
Islam.
nature, we're more strong.
it's
No, it's not
Islam.
Islam. White guys
It's
by
Islam.
nature, we're more strong. We're more strong. We're about that
Bro,
life.
you
We're
look like you're like
about
a
that
buck
life.
10 max.
I'd slap the shit out of you if I saw you.
No, you
stupid
wouldn't.
kike.
You wouldn't.
Yes,
let me
would.
see.
I'd probably
Back
blow
up.
your
Back the
brains
camera up. I bet you he has a fucking tiny little neck. Told you. Look at that. You see his arm? Holy shit. Dude, you're fucking more
12.
starving than Gazans.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
That shit was crazy. His arm was fucking that thin. What's up, man? Sorry. Last guy.
Hey, I was actually just watching your stream. How you doing?
I can't complain. Like, what do you mean? My stream right now? Like the one I'm on right now?
Yeah, the YouTube stream. Yeah. Sorry if you're looking for someone to disagree with.
Nah, you're good,
I'm
bro.
pretty pro America. So.
Nah, you're good. I was just trolling this one little Muslim bony ass fucking dude. Anyways,
how long do you think this is gonna take? Just out of curiosity.
What,
The current conflict.
like America and Iran, or you mean just like overall?
Yeah, I guess just America. Like how long until you think IRGC is pretty much like wiped out?
Well, America's has made it clear that that's not technically their goal, even though they would like to see that. I think America. What's today? March 9th. I'd say by the end of April for sure, but maybe even sometime in the middle of April, I think America will start like wrapping things up. I hope to see the IRGC definitely fall by then, and hopefully the Persian people and the people in Iran can start to like overtake some of these areas. But we'll just have to see. It's just way too early to tell.
Yeah. It sounds like most of the ballistics and stuff have already been taken out, so that's a good sign. So
They are preserving a lot of them, but they have taken out a lot of the launchers, which is important because even if you have the ballistics without the launchers, it doesn't really mean shit.
yeah, and like hopefully we can like switch over to mostly just using some of those Ukrainian drone interceptors. That way we can kind of take down the Shaheeds at a cheaper price, and then
That's a good
maybe
point,
move the
yeah.
Patriots. Yeah, move the Patriots to like Ukraine and Taiwan because I feel like it is a little bit of a waste to take down a Shaheed, the Patriot. So
No, you're right. The Iron Beam needs to... I mean, they're already deployed it against some Hezbollah drones, but they need to really start pumping those things out because that will change everything because that's, what, a couple bucks per shot instead of tens of thousands of dollars minimum.
yeah, people made jokes about these lasers, but it looks like they're coming out in full force now. So that's pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah, they're awesome. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate it.
All right, good talking to you, man.
Yep,
Have a good one.
Pakistan.
Yeah, brother.
I don't see a lot of people from Pakistan. That's awesome. How's Pakistan?
Like, your question is about what? Like,
How is Pakistan? Oh, I wanted to talk with Pakistan. Wow, great.
بص يا اسطى كل اللي يطلع طفشه كده كسم اسرائيل على كسمك انت على كسم
Ibn Sharmutar. What's
Stop doing that. الله يلعن إسرائيل واللي خلفها واللي اخترعها.
Another Ibn Sharmutar. Actually, it wouldn't be Ibn. Actually, you know what? I'll say Ibn. Fuck her. Literally.
I wasn't talking to you, bro.
Wow, great.
Hey Nick, you bitch son of a bitch. I'ma come butt rape your fucking mom if you don't get off of this shit, you bitch.
Like,
Can I
everybody
ask you
knows my
something?
name. That's insane. Yeah, what's up,
Can I
man?
ask-
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Do you know Handsome Squidward?
The meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Go
Okay.
ahead. Wow. It's actually pretty impressive. That's it, yeah. You nailed it. And about 2,000 people saw it. No, more than 2,000 people.
Dead ass.
Yeah. Alright, now you're just getting weird.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro.
It was cool at first, but now it's just weird. Oh, hey. Danielle?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
I have a question.
Sure, what's your question?
Or like, what's this about? Like the whole like flags in the back.
That's just what I hung up on my wall, brother.
No, not to be like in any like racism way, but like.
No, I
is
get
it,
what
like,
you're saying.
like-
I'm American, so I support America.
Yeah,
I'm not Israeli or Persian, but I just support the Israelis and I support the Iranian people.
Nice. And you
Yeah.
have the flag of the Middle East in the back, right?
Well, not the flag. You mean the map? Yeah.
Yeah, the map of the Middle East. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'm
respect
getting my
this.
degree in Middle Eastern history, so I kind of
That's what I was asking you. I was asking you, are you like a geography teacher or something like that?
No, I'm not a teacher. I do stream though.
Oh, nice, respect. Have a nice night.
Have a good one. Peace.
I'm sorry. Yo, bro, I know you.
You know me?
Yo, bro, deadass.
I know you too. No, I don't. But now I know you.
I'm not gonna say any controversial because like I'm deadass, bro. Like, you're chill.
I'm live right now, so it's not about posting it. Like they're looking at you right now.
Wait,
like they see
you
your
wanna
face.
hear-
Yeah,
wanna hear
sure. We'll
guitar?
hear a little bit. That was pretty good. I like it.
Have a good night.
I like your style too. You got this whole like John Lennon looking thing going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of John Lennon though. I think he was kind of a bitch, but
Okay, yeah, he is definitely a dickhead.
yeah. But all right, bro. Keep,
Have a good
keep
night.
practicing. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah. I gotta answer the chat real quick. People saying like Ben Gavir is like injured, his son was killed, and some people are saying Smotrich. You guys, if you just go look that up, that's not true. There's literally fact checks online. That's just not even correct. Hey, what's
Bro,
up, man?
I know you, bro.
You know me?
I know you, bro.
I know you
Yeah.
too.
I love Israel, bro.
What's up?
I love Israel.
You love Israel?
Yeah.
Oh, mashallah. Have a good one.
Bro.
Right?
Take care.
Yeah. Why is bro whispering? What's up, man? You walking alone by yourself? You okay?
At 3 a.m.
Dude, that's not safe. But you look like you can take care of
Middle
yourself.
of the road. You know why?
Why?
Because I own this shit.
You own this shit?
Type.
Type shit? Type shit?
Type.
Whatever you kids say nowadays, type shit.
What gets the words?
Yeah? Honestly, you kind of just look like a creeper, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Creeper?
Like, if I saw you in the middle of the road and I was driving down, I'm gonna be real, I'd probably...
No one calls the cops on me, bro. Everyone knows.
I was
me
gonna
around
say
here.
I'd probably just run you over, but...
Run me over?
If you're in the middle of the
Promise you
road
wouldn't.
like
I
that...
promise. On your mom's life, you wouldn't run me over.
Well, now that... I was actually kidding, but now that you said it, now I kind of
Exactly.
would, definitely.
You just all talk, bro. It's fine.
Why would I just run you over? Aww.
هلا
Yeah, Allah Akbar! Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, he skipped.
Ready? I don't think this happy thing is going to work.
Bruh. Man, we are not getting anyone good today. I'm sorry, chat. This is crazy. Like,
What's up, Muhammad?
nobody-
What's up, Muhammad?
Muhammad.
What you doing, nigga?
Oh my god.
Or you don't look Muslim.
I'm
You
not.
look something else.
I'm not
Are
Muslim.
you Jewish?
I'm also not Jewish either, no.
Are you Christian?
I'm a cradle Catholic, but no.
Okay, so then what are you?
I'm Nick. Nick Matau, bro.
You're Nick Matau with the Israeli flag behind you?
And the Persian and the American, don't forget.
Whoa. But I mean, even the Persian and the American flag kind of show your alignment. I mean, do you support Israel?
Are you fucking inbred, dude? Yeah, of course I do.
I'm
I have the
Oh,
flag up. Why
wow.
would I?
So before I started, making
I'm just
accusations.
gonna go ahead and mute you real quick because you're being way too loud. So it's just way too loud. My guy, why would I have the flag hung up if I didn't support them? Isn't that kind of insane? Like, you think people hang up flags of people they hate? I don't. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you, but you're gonna have to calm down a little bit, all right?
Okay, so that's what I was just saying, is that I wanted to ask you.
Oh, you're going loud
befo-
again. Nope, going back to mute, dude. Just gonna have to control your little bitch ass, dude. It's just too much. Gonna ask you. Fucking Rick Grimes fucking sounding ass. You been bit.
Hey.
Hey. This dude, what's on your mind?
Why are you making fun of me right away, huh?
Not making fun of you.
You did.
I'm mimicking you. I'm mimicking.
Fair enough. Are you Persian or Jewish or Israeli by any chance?
Nope.
Are you American?
Yeah.
You must. You have the bigger American flag there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's that guy with the glasses on?
That's the future king of Somaliland. It's not the future king of Somaliland. Well, it might be. You never know. What's up, man? You okay? I can't hear you, bro. It's real quiet. I literally can't hear shit you're saying. I'm gonna just have to move on.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Who's he?
Who?
The guy with the cool looking big hat.
That's the future king of Somaliland.
Somaliland?
Yeah.
Is it like another name for Somalia?
It's separate from Somalia. It's next
Okay.
to it.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Damn it.
Yo, I saw you on Sneeko stream. That's crazy. I just saw you.
Really? That's crazy.
Yo, you won that debate, bro. Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. That's cool to see you, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, I appreciate the support and love, and keep on keeping on.
Thank you, bro. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Every day I'm getting closer.
His
Emily, don't see.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, mommy.
What the fuck did you just say?
I called you mommy, girl.
Bro, why do you have to be so fucking gay, dude? You can just be normal. Just like say, hey, how's it going? How are you? You don't have to add
What's
all
wrong
that
with
extra shit.
wrong with
Nah, fuck that shit, dude. The fuck? Like, you don't. Jesus Christ, man. Like, even if a girl said that to me, even like flirting, I'd still be like, well, why are you acting that way? Like, I'm married.
Nope.
هلا
هلا
كيفك؟
Hmm?
How you doing?
Oh, alhamdulillah.
Where are you from?
America.
No, like what? Culture-wise.
Syrian.
Why do you have an Israeli flag in your background?
I support Israel. Why wouldn't I? The Palestinians are awful to the Arab countries. They keep using them. They keep attacking them. They attacked Jordan. They attacked Lebanon. They attacked Kuwait.
Why does it say virtual camera detected?
Because I'm using OBS for streaming.
Oh, so like...
Wait, you don't think I'm real? I'm literally speaking to you right now. I'm up. Hello.
No,
right here.
I know, but your quality's so like... Listen, I'm real. I'm whatever. I'm talking to you like an adult. I'm 25. I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, I'm not gonna be like those guys you see on those fucking reels. Fuck you. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. So, listen. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Fuck Iran, nigga.
Oh, calm down. Which Iran? Like
Fuck
the
Iran.
IRGC? Oh, Jesus Christ. The IRGC?
Fuck
or the-
Iran.
Oh my God.
And fuck Iraq.
Okay, I'm gonna lower your sound a little bit. Anyways, like you're talking about the IRGC, you're talking about the Iranian people that were slaughtered. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about their governments.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, because all those motherfuckers are corrupt bastards.
Yeah, that's true. I think they're
And you know what I want to do? I want to pour this on them.
Is that a buzzball? Damn, dude. I've never seen them
It's a
that
big-
big. I've only seen the small ones.
It's the big bitch. I'm fucking hammered.
Could tell, man. Are you Kurdish? You good? Someone coming up on you right now?
What the fuck? No, I'm good. My neighborhood, sweet.
Are you Kurdish?
But yeah, no, I'm Lebanese. I'm Druze.
You're Druze. Fucking love the Druze.
How do you know? You don't know the Druze. You don't know.
I do. I visited the Druze community in outside of Haifa in Israel. And also, I met with people who knew the Druze families of the people that were killed by the Hezbollah rocket in Mashal Shams. Is that what it's called? Wow, why am I blanking right now?
I'm not too familiar with all the names.
It's near the Syrian border and Lebanese border up north in Israel. Majdal Shams, thank you.
So you're Druze?
No, I'm not Druze. I'm American, but I get my degree in Middle Eastern history, and I've been talking for like 5 years about Israel, Palestine. So naturally, I've been there. I've met with the Druze people, the Jewish people, the Samaritans, and so on and so on. The Bedouins, stuff like that. I was also on a speaking panel with a Druze woman. She was telling me a lot about her culture. They're awesome. Awesome people. You guys are descendants of Jethro.
I can't lie. I don't know too much about. I just know that my dad's Druze. I don't know too much about like the history.
Jethro is in the Bible. He was the father of the wife of Moses. His wife was Zipporah. The father, he was a priest of their tribe. His name is Jethro. The Druze believe that they are descendants of that person.
Yes, me, I'm not so cultured, bro. My dad's a boater, but we don't talk too much. He's always in and out of Lebanon.
All good, brother. Well, anyways, stay safe. Have fun with your buzzball.
You don't drink, bro?
Yeah, I do. Just
hey, after we hang up, go grab you a drink, bro.
All right, I'll do that.
On me.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Much love. To the super chat, thank you so much. Much love from Israel. Nick, thank you, Amitz. Appreciate you. What's up, man?
Where you from, bro?
America, California.
You support Israel?
Sure do. You don't?
I don't support nobody, nigga.
You don't support nobody at all?
Nobody.
Where's your family from?
Because everybody's corrupted.
Well, you don't have to support the gut. Whatever. Anyways, where's your family from? All right. Just go fuck myself, I guess.
Bro, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
How are you?
Can't complain. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Mashallah.
I agree, brother.
You Muslim?
You look like the Ayatollah.
No, I literally don't. Oh, you talking about the new one, Moshtaba?
Nah, the one who's dead.
I literally don't look anything like him, bro. I don't know what you think he looks like.
The stuff, it's like you can't really see a doppelganger yourself, but like...
Bro, I look literally nothing like him. Like, there's almost no similarity at all.
I think you're tripping.
Okay, you want me to show you a picture of Khomeini?
Let me see it, brother.
Khomeini. You think I look like that guy?
Same facial features,
Bro,
honestly.
fuck out of here, dude. That's crazy. What, you mean like we're both white skin? Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
That's not a facial feature. That's more skin color.
Did you just say skin color is not a feature?
It's not a facial feature.
I wholeheartedly disagree. It's
Nice, man.
literally a facial feature.
Not really.
Is it not a feature on the face? Which is
It's a
what a
feature on the
facial
body.
feature. Well, okay, sure, I agree with that, but it's still a facial feature.
I guess so, man.
That's insane. I don't even know how to help you with this, honestly.
Nah, you just look like the Ayatollah brother or the old one.
All right. I think I look. I mean, I don't think I look like the new one either. I'm just saying, if you were to pick one, I look more like the new one than the old one because at least he has somewhat darker hair.
It's a bad call.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be dead. I actually heard it's possible he's already dead. There's rumors that he got severely injured.
Who's your source?
Well, it was confirmed that he was injured, but it's not confirmed if he's dead or not.
Well, hope he's dead.
Hopefully. Have a good one.
Hey.
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 What's up?
Hey, كنت أم إسرائيل كنت أختك.
Why are you guys 3 dudes in a car by yourself?
Suck my dick, bitch.
Why are you so aggressive?
Suck my dick.
Why is your people
Are you
so
live?
aggressive?
Are you live right now? Are you live?
Yes, I am. Why is your people so aggressive?
Fuck you in your chat.
I'm just wondering why your
Hey.
people are so aggressive.
Hey, the flag in the back gotta go, my boy.
I got you, but can you answer that just real quick? I know you're gonna
Are you
skip.
pro-
You're gonna
are
run
you pro
away.
Israel?
Yes, I know
Are
you're
you
gonna
pro
run up.
Israel?
Yeah, yes, I know you're gonna run away.
Don't
But before you
fucking
run
lie.
away,
Go kill
before you run away, just like one question. Just one question. That's it. You know.
Hey, it's Nick
Hey.
Patel. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? You know my name?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I saw your debate with Stika. It was actually kind of embarrassing for him, I'll be honest.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I just don't have the tools to debate you either, I'll be honest about that. So he should have admitted that, at the beginning of the zone.
Probably should have. To the guy in the chat, no, that's definitely not the Confederate flag. That's the Canadian flag, unless you're talking about the other one, which is another Canadian flag. What's the blue X one? What's that one? Yep.
It's the province of Nova Scotia.
Ooh, that's like the only place in Canada I've been. I should probably have known that. I was there in
Yeah, it's nice.
2000. It was during my 3rd deployment on our way back. So 2006. No. Yeah, 2016, I think. I went into, specifically Halifax. Really nice.
Nice, yeah. This is the Nova Scotian flag. It's a provincial flag, so yeah. But dude,
Make the
great
people
debate.
deserve
You,
it all,
well done.
my
That was
love.
kind of you kind of roasted him.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one, all right?
Have a nice night.
Peace. What'd you say, babe?
People deserve a song.
Shut
We
up.
tapped.
Song? All right. All right, let's do a song. Real quick, we got a super chat. AZ on 8 os. I don't know if I said that right. Nick, how'd you meet your Israeli wife/girlfriend? She is my wife.
Ooh.
How I met her. I guess that's a good point because a lot of you guys don't know the story because you guys are brand new. Okay.
It's all my fault.
So I met her. She came up to me and said, "Hey, the Mossad would like to hire you to do content for Israel." No, just kidding. Oh man. So just so everyone knows, because a lot of people have this like weird thing that I only talk about this because my wife like forces me to. Like that's a legitimate thing people say. So first off, I didn't even know she existed when I started
I can't
advocating.
force him to do a goddamn thing.
That's what the Jews want you to think. Anyways, I met her. Okay, so first I didn't even know she existed, let alone actually met her or started dating or marrying or anything like that when I started advocating for Israel. But we met online. It was a time where I was not looking for a relationship, and she was stalking me and my page, and she's like, "Man, this guy's so cute."
Stop it. Tell the real story.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I also was not looking for a relationship, so no, I didn't have any intentions of like stalking. That's ridiculous. He's making me seem like a weirdo. You know the story. Tell it.
All right, I had a lot of followers at the time because I was talking about politics. Talking about Israel actually doesn't get you really. It's like a niche of a niche of a niche, but I cared about it. And my first video really ever that I can remember, it wasn't even like a pro-Israel video. It was making fun of leftists because May 2021, when Hamas launched all those rockets, this was obviously way before October 7th. Excuse me. all the leftists on TikTok, they put Free Palestine in their bio. And when I said this, they erased Black Lives Matter, BLM, and put Free Palestine. So I made a video, really, again, it wasn't even necessarily pro-Israel, it was making fun of people who were virtue signaling. I'm like, oh, you guys are done with BLM now, so you're just like moving on to the next trend. I go to bed, I wake up, and I get a shitload of comments. It went relatively viral at the time, and it was like 70% comments and 90% that were hate. 90% of those were like people who thought I was Jewish, and it's just like Hitler this, Hitler that. And so I make more videos actually supporting Israel. I start to read. I get a comment where I was like, I don't really know what that is. I knew more than the average American about Israel and the conflict, but I didn't know nearly as much. This was 5+ years ago. I didn't know nearly as much then. And so I started reading and reading. I read anti-Zionist books. I read the Ilan Papes, Constantine Zurek. I read a lot of the Arab leaders, Haj Amin al-Husseini. Well, one second, I'll get to it. But and then I read Zionist books, Benny Morris, Chaim Herzog, Alan Dershowitz's book. I read a lot. Literally, if you go to my bookshelf, I read every book on there, and there's probably about 25 to 30 books on Israel, both anti-Zionist, Zionist, and neutral books. Some on Islam. Anyways, so about, month or so into doing that, I go onto my chat, or sorry, my notifications, which I didn't normally do because I'd get so many notifications. But something told me to go into the notifications, and I see like the same person down my entire notifications liking different videos.
Just from my point of view, at this point, I was in Israel. I've lived there for like 13 years. At this point, I was in Israel and I was supposed to fly into New York, but I had to cancel my flight because of some issues. And I also had like a power outage in my house. So I opened up TikTok and he was the first video that popped up on my phone. I hadn't been using TikTok really that much. It was 2021. So it was like the beginning of TikTok. So I saw him, and that's when I did comment on one of his videos, and I said, like, thanks for talking about this. And
it was fate. God canceled her flight and knocked her power out. And he told me for whatever reason to look at the notifications again. I really didn't look at that. But anyways, I see this profile picture down, like this video, commented, and I'll be real, I was like, this girl is really cute. And so I click on it, and then I see she actually has videos, and I click on, she didn't have a lot, but she had some videos. I click on them, and I see videos of like the Iron Dome and like rockets up ahead, and I realized, oh, she's in Israel. And I thought the videos were really cool because they were unique. And so I go back to her comment. She said, thanks for standing up for us. I don't really know why. I don't know. I just kind of immediately, I comment back normally, but not long after I told her she was beautiful inside and out. And obviously I was flirting a little bit. We go over to TikTok DMs.
I didn't think he was going to answer me, by the way, because again, he was the larger creator. It wasn't like I was expecting it. I was just saying like, hey, thanks, just commenting, how we do.
Go to DMs, and then we go to Snapchat. I think our first night we ever talked was, it was 22 hours straight. And the rest is history. Yeah, we didn't meet in person for another couple months. We met in New York City.
Times Square.
That's where we first met.
I flew in from Israel. He flew in from California after he left Hawaii.
Yeah, and then we went to LA together, and we went to different places. And honestly, we hung out for almost 2 months in different parts of America. And then she went back to Israel, and I was like, all right, go do what you need to do for 2-3 months tops, and we'll steal you, and you'll move in, and we'll live together. And we didn't see each other for over a year because
I had some stuff I had to take care of.
A lot of stuff I had to take care of, and just Israel is not a fast-moving place at all. And so we didn't. She finally moves in. At this point, I'm stationed in Guam. She moves in with me to Guam, which is why I'm trying to figure out why all these pro-Pellies hate me. because I took a Zionist out of Israel. So if anything, they should kind of like me. I don't know why they're so upset. Anyways.
Hold on, show them my TikTok video of the trend when I was like, you're gonna see this guy on your TikTok in 2021. Make sure you
Did you send it to me?
him. It's on my TikTok. Thank
Yeah,
you,
but
Coach.
It'll take forever to.
But I can't because I'm on here.
Okay, but it'll take forever.
It
to
was your
find.
first
That's my
video.
point.
I thought you could do that on like your computer or whatever.
Yeah, but I have to. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'd have to find it. It would take forever.
No,
'Cause you
I
posted
don't
it.
have that many videos up, babe.
All right.
Wasn't that long ago.
One second.
Could even be pinned.
All right. Let me see if I can find it.
And then the video after that is the video of you that I saw.
Yeah. It's your pinned video, so that's easy. This one. Hold on, I gotta put it up on YouTube as well. No, not that one.
Coach and Aaron, I love you both very much. Thank you so much.
Man, look how young I looked. Yeah, this is old school. Certainly old school.
Old
for
school
sure.
Nicholas. This is when I discovered him.
Shout out to the South.
Shout out to those two songs. They're like my two favorite songs on the planet.
I need to find the one where you say like ask and you shall receive.
It's the one right after that.
Yeah, but this is pinned,
Oh,
so I have to find
go
it.
down. It's right there with the comment.
There it is.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yo, I got a fresh daily reminder for you. This one's important. Are you ready? There is no Palestine.
Ask and you shall receive.
That is, well, those on YouTube, this is my wife, right here. Sorry, wrong side. Well, she's also right there, but yeah. Anyways.
I also have videos if you guys want to follow me here on TikTok and Instagram. I'm not really trying to like promote myself, but I also have stuff if you want.
I love the comments. I don't remember if this was Instagram comments. I saw them when she's like, because people are like, oh, can we actually see Nick's? It wasn't my very first video, but it was one of the first. It was definitely 5 years ago I made that video, and she goes, or sorry, the comments go, yeah, I see why you why you liked him.
And I might as well just push out my username. It's Mrs.Matau on TikTok, and it's Donnie, D-A-N-I .Matau on Instagram. So I also make videos sometimes. I think they're pretty good, but obviously Nick's better. Thanks, y'all. Love you.
All right, I'm gonna play the song. I'm gonna end the live, you guys. It's almost midnight. All right, for those that don't know, for the new people that didn't hear me say it yesterday, if you are in the chat, this is what I do. Every 150,000 likes on TikTok, we're at 214,000 likes. I'm a little late, but every 150,000 likes, I will play this song, APAC Money. I have other songs too, but this is the crowd favorite. It's an AI song that was made by a friend of mine, Mideast Peace, and it's just to go straight into the stereotypes. It's really funny. Anyways, what we do during the song is you fill the entire comment section with your country's flag and the Israeli flag and whatever you want. You put the Iranian flag in there if you want, or you can just put your country flag. And yeah, that's what we do. So let's play it.
Yeah, Capitol Hill drip. They blaming space lasers again. Must be Friday. It's not the moon, it's the money. Let's go! APAC money, lobby power talking funny. Kesef Zorim, the money flows, honey. Shalom ve'bitachon, shalom you bitachon, peace and security. APAC money, Capitol Hill energy. Lasers in space, rumors online, meanwhile in DC. DC, the cash in the line. Left, right, same green scene. Money buys truth on your newsfeed screen. 7K a post has Barra online. Meanwhile in Qatar, they're cashing the line. Left, right, same green scene. Money buys misinformation in your school. 8-pack money, lobby power talking funny. Kesef Zoram, the money flows, honey. Shalom, bebitachon, shalom, you bitachon, peace and security. 8-pack money, Capitol Hill energy. Lasers in space, conjuring the banks. Rumors online, meanwhile in DC, they're cashing the line. Left, right, same green scene. Money buys truth on your newsfeed screen. Israel Chazak. Israel Chazak. Israel strong. Boats come quick when the lobby's long.
I love you guys.
Money.
Kesef Zorem again. Alright, y'all. Sorry we couldn't find as good of a guest as we did yesterday with those. It was like 5 Muslims in a room together. I actually had a lot of fun with that one. But hey, you know, we win some, we lose some. Sometimes we can't find people. I'll try to go on Umingle like a little bit earlier, or kind of bounce on Omi a little bit, because it seems like since the Sneeko debate, I've been getting a lot more requests on TikTok. Sometimes it's like we find people who are opposition on TikTok. They come up, but I think they're all scared to come up now, which makes sense. I would be too if I was them, but like none of them want to come up anymore. Like it was the more I would debate on TikTok, like the less and less they'd want to come to my lives. But like there's still once in a while someone. But like since the Sneeko debate, it's just, and don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's just people coming up to be like, hey, I love your stuff, thank you. And I really like it. So I'll try to go on Umingle a little bit earlier. For the YouTube comments, name of the song, it's called 8-Pack Money. Actually, if you guys go to my YouTube, which you're already on, but I'm saying if you go to my page, sorry, not that one, this one, you'll find it. It's called right here, 8-Pack Money, viral AI political satire song created by Minnie's Piece. You'll find it. It's at 1.8 thousand views right now. You'll just find the I made this using CapCut just so people heard the lyrics.
We love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Sure. All right, you guys. Leichot, Laila Tov, I'm Yisrael Chai, and God bless the greatest country in the world. God bless America.